Hello, hello, hello. As always, welcome to another episode of Mystery Monday here at Retroactive. I am your host, Retro. Glad to have everybody here. Hopefully all of you guys are doing really good. Go ahead and let me know how some of y'all are doing, what's going on in your worlds, and I'm going to let you know what's going on in my world, and then we're going to eventually get into some nice paranormal discussion as always on Mystery Mondays. We're going to be closing out the topic of demons, everybody. We've been talking about it for the past for a while now. It's now time to close it off and move forward to a new subject. Jeff is Lone Wolf says he is chilling like a villain. Well, hey, what better place to be chilling like a villain than in a paranormal stream? So hey, you're amongst people with demons here. So speaking of demons, I'm glad to have a lot of stream demons. So horns up for the stream demons. Glad to have you guys here. Real quick, I want to go ahead and switch scenes real quick. I want to show you all this coolness right here that you're looking at here. This is the Retroactive merch store that you're looking at here. I'm going to show you a few different things that are in here real quick, not actually clicking on them, but I want you to kind of quickly peruse what we've got here. Got some really great items in the store, as you see here. There's a lot of great spoofed logo merchandise. Okay, but I've added a bunch of new things. There's the Fallout Friday stuff. There's the tabletop RPG stuff. But there's a lot of great stuff. There's the tank tops for females. But if you scroll down, they've even got pet stuff, guys. Even got pet stuff. But right here, as you see, I am starting to slowly put in actual digital graphic overlays. Soon I will have intros. Soon I will have graphic logos and things like that. A lot of great graphic items in my merch store for you guys. So yeah, the overlays are going to be there. Intros are going to be there. If you need me to do custom work, there will be an option for custom services in there as well. They will be affordable. A lot of my stuff is affordable, but as you guys are seeing, Jeff is Lone Wolf and Tabitha already know about this, but I have a new item here, guys, as you'll see with this right here. But we got this. Let me go ahead and shoot on one thing here. But as you see, we have this logo right here. This is a new item that will be coming to you. There will be emotes coming, but check that awesomeness out right there. That is a new thing for Retroactive, guys. It's something that's not retro, but it is the new awesomeness. Jeff is throwing up the applause. Thank you. How awesome is this? Something super basic, something super cool at the same time. Some of you guys will understand it, some of you guys won't, but there we go right there. It is something that I can't really say. It's just something to, it is just an item that you can look at, and by looking at it, you know exactly what it is. We won't say it, but we can see it. Definitely. There we go. That is the new item for the Retroactive merch store. Let's go ahead and go back so we can see all the awesomeness that is there. Bone Crusher is here. How you doing, Bone Crusher? Onyx Demon is back. But right now I'm just showing off all the cool items from the merch store, everybody. As you can see, there's a lot of great items in here. They're all Retroactive logo spoof items, except for the new digital items, as you're seeing right there for overlays. I've got the console overlay here. If you got an Xbox or a PS4, this is the basic overlay here for you. I've got some more coming. I've also got the Stardew Valley overlay kit. There's going to be a lot of other ones coming, from Dragon Age to Super Mario Brothers to other games to other occasions like Valentine's and Christmas and 4th of July. And then I got the new this new little logo here. Not going to exactly say what it is, but right there, guys, that is the awesomeness right there. We're going to go ahead and switch back over to the chat screen so you can see my lovely scruffy face. I got to do some trimming up here to get for the cosplay stream. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Vandal Savage cosplay stream is coming within 2 weeks, guys. I will be making announcements about it. I will be cleaning up the face for that cosplay, so it is coming very soon. Anyway, let me go ahead and close that merch store out so that you guys can get a... Oh, hang on. We don't want that going. That's going a little too soon. But anyway, for those who need the link, let's go ahead and drop that link right there. That should be it right there, hopefully. So what did I miss yesterday on the surprise stream? And my store link is not coming up, but it's whatever. I'll figure out why it's not popping up. So Bone Crusher, pretty much on on yesterday's stream, I had my daughter me, my mini retro, on the stream with me yesterday. We were on there for about a few minutes over, about 37 minutes. I think it was 37, 38 minutes that me and Rowan were on stream. She wanted to be on stream. She got a little bashful. She got her bashfulness back on. At retroactive alerts are a bit on the slow side for responding. I see that. I'm seeing that, Jeff. I'm definitely seeing that. But yeah, my daughter was on stream yesterday, so that was the surprise. A lot of people have been getting to talk to Rowan on the chat. So she wanted to be on stream. Normally she's kind of peeking from the outside. You'll see her chatting to you guys in the chat sometimes, but she wanted to be on stream, and had her on stream. So yeah, it was nice. She enjoyed it. She kind of took it over a little, but everybody seemed to like that she took it over. And as everybody knows, I love my daughter, so whatever she wants, she gets. Taking care of the throat. That said, everybody that's joining, how are you guys doing? Don't forget that you can actually, let me close out this timer and get my notes brought up, guys, because we're about to get into some nice discussions here. But anyway, I had to go through notes and stuff. Don't forget that I am live in my personal Discord. Let me go ahead and drop that link in there real quick. There we go, right there. The first link, ladies and gentlemen, is my personal Discord along with Hellfire. If you go to our Discord right there, the very first link, you'll see, once you're fully joined in, you'll see Retro's, my Retro section, where you'll see Retro's Green Room. Once you're in Retro's Green Room, I'll be able to pull you in to the channel. You can actually chat to me live on the stream with everybody else so they can actually hear you. This way you can fully talk with us. And if you want to be able to respond, you can actually respond vocally instead of typing, and you're more than welcome to join me. But anyway, so getting in with the notes and stuff like that, for the past few weeks, since I'm looking at my notes, just so if you see me look away, it's because I'm reading notes that I made up today. But for the past few weeks, we have discussed demons in many different aspects and religions. Last episode, we discussed the connections of the demons to many different things, and we briefly touched on the connection to the Anunnaki. So with that, we also touched we talked about who the Anunnaki were. Today we are gonna close that topic out with a fuller discussion on the connection of demons and Anunnaki. It's been a big thing. The other thing we talked about last Monday was me and Onyx Demon. We went into our connection with Pazuzu and the connection to Waverly Hills Sanitarium and the cool information that me, Hellfire, and Onyx Demon all came up together, connecting a few dots and doing some history digging, and we found some really great, interesting facts that just kind of stacked the chips basically on Waverly Hills Sanitarium and its connection to the Sumerian god Pazuzu, which is kind of cool. And that's actually gonna some of the basic stuff is gonna come up with that as well. Anyway, before the rise of the Sumerian civilization, there was no known permanent or organized settlements found. The closest was the hunter-gatherers and sites like the Gobekli Tepe that showed possible evidence of feasting and dancing and celebration of some kind, or some form of spirituality. With that said, even Stonehenge seemed to have had some form of become some form of ritualistic meeting place of some massive, significant spiritual importance. However, sites like these were never permanent settlements. So this marks the Sumerian as being aside from the Akkadians, the Babylonians, and the Assyrians, the first permanent settlement of civilization. The four groups each had stone tablets, okay? The Sumerians, the Babylonians, the Akkadians, and the Assyrians all had four stone, they had multitudes of them, but each four of the groups had stone tablets, or what they called cuneiforms, Okay, these cuneiforms were teachings and lessons that they passed down to their kids and the adults and stuff to pass their knowledge and their religion and their beliefs and their understandings down. Every tablet having their own teaching in one form or the other, a subject or another. Let's see. Oh, okay, so that Streamlabs posting up stuff. And feel free, if you have any questions, feel free to ask questions for me to touch on more in-depthly as well. I don't mind answering questions. You're more than welcome. So to get back to the subject of religion, religion was the catalyst for everything prior to the urban revolution. While there are still to this day many volumes of yet to be translated cuneiforms, of the ones that we do have translated, more than 50 of them tell a story of the Anunnaki. We've already talked about the pseudepigrapha and the apocrypha, which are the unedited, unaltered books of the Bible, having actual stories of the Anunnaki as well. So we're going from things before the pseudepigrapha and the apocrypha in the Sumerian cuneiforms, getting earlier stuff connecting to the Anunnaki as well. Anyway, according to the model of royal power, these polytheistic gods, okay, differentiated between the Anunnaki, who were the great gods. Supply Jeff, what is up? The Kraken has been released. How you doing, Supply Jeff? Supply Jeff is a bit of a celebrity, people. If you're not a part of the Stream Demons and you don't know who Supply Jeff is, become a part of the Stream Demons and figure out who Supply Jeff is. And watch his streams. He's very, very hilarious. He has very entertaining streams. But yeah, definitely check him out. But as I was saying, you had the great gods, aka the Anunnaki, but you also had shout out to Supply Jeff, which will be popping up in just a second. Cellcat is here too. Hello, Cellcat. Glad to have you here, buddy. Anyway, there were lesser demons or little gods, as it was translated, called the Igigi. Now we know from talking about demons that Pazuzu was one of the Igigi. Okay, they existed supposedly with the Anunnaki. So you had the Anunnaki, who were great gods or giant gods, also known as the Shining Ones, and then the Igigi, who were lesser little gods. So with that said, the Pazuzu was, as I said, was a little god who was compared to the Anu or the Anunnaki, to which the highest of the Anu were exercised supreme power was Enlil, okay, whose religious sanctuary was Nippur. Eventually in Babylon, there would come a pointed focus on a single god, aka Marduk. Okay, a lot of people want to pronounce it Marduk, but it is what classification of little demons is Bill Gates. Bill Gates, Supply Jeff. What a responsible pet rock owner, right? He is definitely a responsible pet owner. Exactly. Now I don't know why my shout out player is not working. I see why, because it is turned off. We're going to fix that. So now the shout out player is working, guys. I'm sorry about that. But Bill Gates is I guess if we got the Anunnaki and the Igigi, he would be a Tekiki. He'd be a tech demon, so he would be a Tekiki. Didn't know Marduk was pronounced like that. I didn't either. This was something that I just recently found out in my research for this, and thank you for typing it for me, Tabitha. I was actually going to type it in, but you typed it before me. As you see with Tabitha, a lot of people want to pronounce it Marduk. Okay, and I found out from older research, it was around the period of the 60s that it started being pronounced Marduk instead of Marduk. But the older translations of it and older pronunciations of it, especially in the 15th, 16th, and 17th century, and around the 18th century as well. But it was the 19th century and the 20th century where he started being pronounced Marduk instead of Marduk. But it is Marduk, as it's pronounced supposedly. Anyway, it was Marduk who was viewed as the successor of Enki, especially in the role of the creation of men. Marduk would eventually be what leads to monotheism. Okay, so up until I only know the word because it's a metal band. Got you. The Tower of Babel supplied Jeff. Exactly, the Tower of Babel. For those who don't know, is of the Babylonian comes from Babylonia. The Tower of Babel. Hellfire checking in from the bar. Lost track of drinks. I'm seeing 3 retros. Now I'm pondering how to get home. That is going to be a taxi or O'Day's designated driver service. If you have no one that's a DD Hellfire, you're going to want to definitely look into a DD service. Do demons lose strength or influence if the names are mispronounced? No, they do not lose names if they're mispronounced. However, speaking their names does slightly give them power. It just mispronouncing them doesn't take away that power. Okay, Hellfire. Oh, no, be careful. Okay, so pretty much, guys, with demons, you can give a demon power by saying their names, but it's in the context and the way that you say their name that gives them power. You can easily just say their name and it doesn't give them power, but by saying their name, you're giving knowledge to them. You're awakening people to the existence of them, so that gives them a little bit of power. But it's in evoking them, which there's a certain way to evoke them with their name that gives them actual power. But by saying their name, it doesn't just take away their power. Again, the way to take their power is use their name in a devocation. I would say it's not actually evoking them, but it's expelling them. It's casting them out. It's exorcising them. That you would take their power away or weaken them. I think I'm on 12. I feel feel fine, but vision is gone. Sometimes they say loss of vision could be old age, Hellfire. Just throwing that out there. Bone Crusher lurking for now. Be back if I can. No problem. Hellfire, drink lots of water. Eat something, please. Yeah, eat food. Non-breads, non-starched foods, and lots of water. That will actually sober you up and allow you to drink more. Anyway, getting back to Marduk, Marduk would eventually, as I said, be what leads to monotheism. As of right now, a lot of gods were polytheistic, where you had multiple gods, male and female, male or female, but multiple gods nonetheless. Marduk was one of the first monotheistic beliefs. Okay, now monotheism does not mean Christianity. Okay, Christianity is monotheistic, but monotheism does not mean Christianity. It just means the belief in one God over multiple gods. Yeah, I didn't eat anything but a pack of M&Ms today, so yeah. And yeah, definitely alcohol on an empty stomach causes you to get drunk faster, so you're going to want to drink some water to hydrate yourself and eat. That will allow you to kill the buzz a little and let you prolong the buzz and eventually sober up a little to get drunk again. That said, getting back to this stuff, according to the model of royal power, I already just read that again. I ended up reading notes again. The hardest thing in understanding the Anu is who's who. Does Marduk originate from Sumerian or Babylon? Believe it or not, Marduk is kind of a little bit of both. Marduk is produced out of all 4: Sumerian, Babylonian, Assyrian, and Akkadian. Okay, each one of them, and I'm about to get into that right now, and this will explain how he comes from all of them in some form or fashion. But yeah, technically he is derived from all of them versus one or the other. The Arabic Trinity are all monotheistic religions. Yeah, that's actually what I'm about to get into is the Abrahamic, or not the Abrahamic Trinities, but I will be getting into a Trinity. The Abrahamic, which Hellfire is talking about, is there's a old school Sunday school song. If you ever went to church, you heard the song. Father Abraham had many sons, and many sons had Father Abraham. Well, Abraham in that is what Hellfire is talking about. The Abrahamic Trinity: God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Ghost. That is what Hellfire is talking about. I got Demon Tarot cards years ago, but never got the nerve to use them. They're still in storage. Tabitha, not using them, but I would love to see pictures of those. So if you can get them out and get me pictures, I've got storage stuff that I've got to get out and take pictures of for you, like my Magic the Gathering cards, because I want to show you those and show you the awesomeness that is my Sliver Flag Bearer deck. But yeah, I would definitely love to see that deck for sure. I would love to see what they look like. Exactly, Jeff. I definitely want to see what they look like. Going into the to things, if we go deeper, it's the understanding is actually I'm reading wrong notes here, guys. No, Abrahamic Trinity is Judaism and Christianity. That's what I just said. The Abrahamic religion is understanding of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. I actually went over not too long ago Abrahamic Trinity, Hellfire. All come from Abraham. Right, that's what I said. Father Abraham had many sons, and many sons had Father Abraham. Anyway, the hardest thing in understanding the Anu is who's who. This is because, like Greek and Roman, believing in the same gods but having different names, the Sumerian and Akkadian were the same way. So we must look more into the roles and actions more so than the overall names of the different beliefs. Going deeper, like Christian faith, the Sumerians had a holy trinity as well, that of An or Anu, Enlil or Elil, and Enki or Ea. These three mains were recognized as supreme and always quoted in their descending order of importance. Judaism and Islam don't believe in the Holy Spirit, though that's what I was saying. I understand what you were saying. I understand what you're saying, but the Abrahamic Trinity is still considered the God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. But it was believed in different forms. What I'll do is I'll do another episode of talking about the Abrahamic Trinity and the Judaism. We'll eventually get into Christianity, even though this isn't a religious stream. We will go on the topic of religion and get into that in more details. I'm trying to not go into that Hellfire per se, because I'm trying to keep this more on the lines of the Anu than on Christianity, and I'm trying to keep it with the demonology thing. And that's the reason I'm trying not to touch into the Judaism and the Abrahamic, and trying to keep it in a basic form versus expounding on it. But as I was saying, going into the descending order of their importance, An was the father of Enki and Enlil, with whom he would later be synchronized, synchronized. And I'm sitting losing track. To understand this, religious synchronism is where one religion's symbols or deities and such are combined with another combination of components into a whole new system. Religious syncretism is goes back to the Greek and denotes a union. This is why you will sometimes see An and Anu meaning the same god. This has got you. I'll save it for another stream. Exactly. I'm trying to focus on one thing instead of expounding on multiple different ways. You got your little buzz going on, so your brain is clicking all over the place. I'm trying to keep a focus center. Anyway, now the sons, Enki and Enlil. Enki is often described as the tangible and biological, whereas Enlil is often described as a spirit or ghost lord. In fact, the Lil in Sumerian is much like the Akkadian equivalent of Ku or Q, which means ghost or phantom. Here is where we get a bit of a twist and a misunderstanding, because there are some scholars who now argue that it can't be a correct translation because it doesn't make sense in its context of this mythological capabilities, or his mythological capabilities. However, this will be saved for a more in-depth discussion on the Anu later down the road. We're going to try to stay on the demon aspect of it, but most people try to say that it goes that talking about Enlil, and the Lil meaning phantom and the Q meaning ghost, doesn't fool with the context of his mythologic capabilities. Now we begin their demonization. Before we do, let me quote Russian composer Igor Stravinsky. Okay, Igor Stravinsky said, "Archaeology does not supply us with certitudes, but rather with vague hypotheses." Okay, understanding that archaeology does not supply us with certitudes, but rather vague hypotheses. We understand that the things that we discover through the tablets don't give us definite answer, but give us vague answers to this. So what we understand can be misunderstood as well. So we could actually be misquoting or misunderstanding or misteaching, or the stuff that we're basically translating from this. In this, I quote this often so much: understanding has been lost with time and translation. Understanding has been lost with time and translation, and history, wrong or right, should never be lost or erased. As time went on, many religions sought to erase the beliefs of older religions and cover them up with their own religions. As such, we lose knowledge or understanding, and though we think we are smarter, better, stronger, we are in fact dumber, slower, weaker, thanks to smoke and mirrors of the erasure of history. As such, to basically understand this and what I'm talking about, Tabitha would fully understand this. I know Hellfire and Onyx Demon understand this, but the Christian Church, especially specifically the Vatican, okay, has increasingly erased pagan beliefs and replaced it with their own. Okay, as we understand, the Vatican wants to claim itself as being monotheistic and believing in God with its saints and whatnot. So you have Mary, Mother of God, and you would have Saint Christopher, Saint Michael, Saint so and so. Okay. Now, sorry, I'm cooking. I can hear you. I know, you're all good. I spent 9 years studying religion and the spiritual, so my brain sees connections everywhere. So my ADH brain is all over the place. I know. But as I was explaining, the Vatican is known for erasing other religions to make their religion more solidified and seem like it's a like this is what you have to believe in, and since you don't know what this is, they completely erase it. They destroyed so many pagan temples and worship areas. Yes, exactly. There is actually a Catholic church overseas in the UK area, okay, where there are still pagan symbols used today, like the what was the name of the Tabitha, you're gonna have to help me with this because my brain it's on the top of my tongue. The man covered with leaves. Damn, it's a pagan god where his whole face is nothing but leaves. Damn. So you wanna see some sketchy religions shit? Watch Murder Among the Mormons on Netflix. Right there we go. Exactly. You'll see the sketch. Exactly. We'll actually one day talk about the Mormons because they have some paranormal connections in their religion as well. Vegatron, what is up? The Green Man. There we go. The Green Man. There is a Vatican church in the UK where the Green Man still exists as as part of their temple of the Catholic belief. Believe it or not, what people don't understand is there's four forms of the Catholic Church. Okay, you have the one that the Vatican pushes, but there are 4 different forms of the Catholicism. Okay, 4 different forms of Catholicism. So this goes into telling you that they're not as organized as they want you to believe. However, the Vatican holds a lot of the Dead Sea Scrolls. They own the Dead Sea Scrolls. Okay, they were the ones that translated the Apocrypha and the Pseudepigrapha and said, "Hey, this is what all these scrolls say. Here's your Holy Bible. This is what we're telling you the Holy Bible is." And basically, what they said is, "Okay, this scroll says this. Well, the people don't need to know, they don't need to know this. So set that aside, so they'll never learn this." And the Apocrypha says this, and this. Let's remove this, and we'll replace it with that. And then they're like, "Oh, well, the Pseudepigrapha says this, and this, and this." They won't understand this, so we're going to rewrite this and tell them this, because they won't understand this. Most people are too dumb and won't understand it, so we're just going to translate it and say that it says this, so that it's better understood. You know, so that's translated exactly. Vegatron, translated, or at least that's what they say, translated. But in all actual reality, the Holy Bible is edited, not translated. Now, the King James Version is a translation of the Holy Bible. That is an actual translation. However, the Holy Bible is a Vatican edit of the Pseudepigrapha and Apocrypha. Moving forward, having talked about with the smoke and mirrors of the erasure history, this is important because had we not erased the history and understanding of the Sumerians, the Akkadians, and the Babylonians and the Assyrians, we would maybe today have a stronger, better understanding of things. Back to the story, basically. Sumerian texts are filled with the story of gods and their lives. In these stories, the gods create and destroy and exhibit drunkenness, promiscuity, anger, envy, selfishness, and arrogance, both among themselves and between people and demigods, i.e. the Nephilim. Okay, the Nephilim originate from the Anunnaki. Believe it or not, the Nephilim are originated from the Anunnaki. It is also carried amongst into the Bible as well. But demigods, despite their supposed power, their actions are far more ideal and bear out the baseness and earthly character of biological animals. Of course, this would not necessarily mean they were immoral or evil. There are many stories of the gods helping people in every way, treating illnesses and saving lives. As Mashi is rating with a party at 9. Mashi, thank you. To everybody coming to Mashi's stream, I am Retro from Retroactive. We are doing Mystery Monday, which is a paranormal discussion. We are currently talking about the connections of the Anunnaki. No. There is Mashi right there, guys. Anybody in my stream that is not following Mashi, make sure you follow her. Tell her thank you for the raid. Show her some love. She's a new stream demon. Horns up for stream demons. I say we raid the Vatican. I wish we could. Welcome Raiders. Thank you, Jeff. But yes, much love, TS Vex, Retro. Hey, how you doing, Vex?
Yay, 2 months.
We're gonna wait for Mashi's Dragon Age gameplay to kind of fizzle out. There we go. So anyway, we were talking about the connection of the Anunnaki to demons. For those who don't know, of the many things that I do, especially for the new people here, Mystery Mondays is where we do a lot of paranormal discussion, from talking about demons, talking about ghosts, talking about UFOs, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, anything considered paranormal, we will discuss it. We've been talking about the Anunnaki recently, not the Anunnaki, but demons, connecting them to the demons and stuff like that. And I got somebody that just joined in. Onyx Demon has joined, everybody. How you doing, Onyx?
Good, buddy. Just eating now. Trying to figure out where you're at on these notes.
I am at...
I just made a big mess on my fucking keyboard. Fuck. Hold on.
Clean your mess up, and I'm at where it says clearly these gods. I'm about to get into that. Yeah, hopefully everybody's doing really good. So we got Onyx Demon in the stream. For those who don't know, in my personal Discord, if you join my personal Discord, you can actually jump into Retro's green room, where I'll pull you live in the chat. And if you know something about the paranormal, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to have you discuss with me. If you know something currently about the Anunnaki and about religions, I'd be glad to have you talking here. Claw Overdraw, how are you doing, buddy? So anyway, what I was talking about is that a lot of the Sumerian gods and the Babylonian gods were neither good nor evil. They were both. They were good and evil. As such, earlier in episodes, me, Hellfire, and Onyx Demon had talked about Pazuzu. Pazuzu was a demon, okay, not a god, but a demon. But he was a chaotic, neutral demon that did bad things and good things. Okay, he was the king of the demons of the southwestern winds. There goes Claw Overdraw playing some Phasmophobia right there.
There it goes.
We're going to continue after his
Time
clip
for
is
another clip.
over. Are there any good
fast.
sources for what the Vatican has hidden or covered up? The best thing to do is I have PDFs of the complete
it's fast.
pseudepigrapha and apocrypha. I have the books of Zachariah Sitchin and Zachariah Sitchin, which if Hell Monkey or Tom are here, they would talk about him as well. The best way to understand what is in the Vatican and what they have is through Zachariah Sitchin and the apocrypha and the pseudepigrapha. So there are PDFs giving you a good heads up of what's stored in there, but there is no full knowledge of what is in the library of the Vatican. There are certain levels of the Vatican library. Most anybody can access the first level of the Vatican. That is open to the public. However, there are, I think it was 3 sub-levels and maybe 4, but I know of 3 levels of the sub-levels of the Vatican that you have to have certain connections and be a certain type of person to be able to gain access to said levels of the Vatican. Vegetron, watch the Robert Langdon series, the second and third ones especially. Yes, exactly. For those who don't know who Robert Langdon is in the series, you also getting into Tom Hanks movie Angels and Demons and all those movies there. The movies that Tom Hanks did where he was doing he was actually portraying Robert Langdon. That's the Robert Langdon series there. Those are the best knowledge and explanations of the Vatican and what they know. Okay? So I definitely listen to what Onyx Demon says there. Robert Langdon is really big on the knowledges and stuff that he passed off along with Zachariah Sitchin. Give me a second to hydrate my voice. Wicked fucking movies too. Exactly. There's some of my favorites too. I'm doing a lot of talking, guys, so my throat's gonna dry up. But getting into this, as I was saying, me, Hellfire, and Onyx Demon, we went into a big discussion on Pazuzu being neither good nor bad. He was both of them. So the Sumerian gods, even going to Anu, Enlil, Enki, and even Ki, which is the mother. They had masculine and feminine gods in the Anunnaki. But the 3 major are An, Enlil, and Enki. Okay, those are the three gods, 3 main gods. There are other Anunnaki gods under the 3 of them, but those are the mains. What about whistleblowers from the inside of the Vatican? The downside with Vatican whistleblowers, Vegetron, you touch into a really touchy subject because of the fact that some of those whistleblowers are legit real whistleblowers giving you real information. But then there are some whistleblowers who are working for the Vatican and are paid to give you misinformation and be like, oh hey, I work for the Vatican and here's the information. This is what's really there, and it's not really there to discredit other whistleblowers. Okay.
And if it is there, Vatican just says the opposite, and everyone believes the Vatican anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have
the most ancient of archives are under lock and key in controlled environments where only a handful of people can get into them.
You have to have a super high level security because, believe it or not, people don't understand is the Vatican have security, guys. Okay, they have a high level of kind of like Secret Service. They're called the Vatican Knights. Okay,
they're also a fortress. Like
they are
crazy.
It's like Fort Knox in the Secret Service. Okay, look up the Vatican Knights. Okay, the Vatican Knights. You have your basic Vatican Knight security, but they have secret levels of certain people that have certain levels of security higher than the standard Vatican Knights. Okay, so yeah, we're talking some like super Fort Knox Secret Service shit, but in Vatican form. Vegetron says they definitely got something to hide. Oh, they do. Like I said, if you read the full unaltered Apocrypha and Pseudepigrapha, and Onyx Demo will tell you this, the Apocrypha and Pseudepigrapha right there tells you that what they put out as the Holy Bible is completely bullshit. Basically, there's stuff taken out and added that didn't exist.
Every religion has something to hide that they don't want their followers to know, dude.
Exactly. Now with the whistleblowers, there is a third type of whistleblower. Okay, there are whistleblowers who claim they know stuff, and they're like, oh, hey, I was in the Vatican library, and I used to work for them, and this is the knowledge that I found, and they talked about chocolate poop monsters. You know, they're making stuff up for attention. So there are some that like to get attention. Now, Claw talks about the Illuminati. Okay, understand, Claw dropping the sus. There are technically two types of Illuminati. Okay, the Illuminati was created by one person, which one day I'll actually get into the Illuminati. There's this one person who wasn't allowed into the Freemasons, and because he wasn't allowed into the older model of the Freemasons, he started his own group called the Illuminati. And a lot of people are like, oh, the Illuminati still exists. The Illuminati still exists. You know, the actual Illuminati died out. Okay, it got nowhere, or they got somewhere to a point, and after a certain amount of years, they died out. Then fast forward a few years, a group of people like, hey, we're gonna come together and we're gonna call ourselves the Illuminati, and that way people think that we're still the original Illuminati, and they'll never know the difference because they don't know, since it's a secret society, they don't know who still is and who wasn't part of the Illuminati. So we can call ourselves the Illuminati. So they're not the real Illuminati; they're a group of people creating a secret society and calling themselves the Illuminati. So just understand that there's two forms of the Illuminati. There's the old original Illuminati and the people who call themselves the Illuminati. And then, so of course, some people want to say that Jay-Z and what's his wife's name from Destiny's Child? Dang, I can't even remember her name now. She did the Super Bowl. All the single ladies, whatever her name is. Beyonce, there we go. Thank you, Ness. Beyonce. A lot of people want to claim that they're part of the Illuminati. Now, they may be part of a secret society, but I doubt they're part of the Illuminati. Onyx Demon says, after Shakira's death, his song Changes, said to be recorded under the moniker Machiavelli, was added to the Vatican's MySpace playlist because he was considered one of the artists who aimed to reach the heart of good-minded people. Exactly. Thank you for that, Onyx Demon. Moving forward and getting back into the topic of stuff, as I was saying, me and Onyx Demon talked about the neutral parts of the Sumerian, Babylonian, Akkadian, Assyrian gods. Clearly, these gods were anthropomorphic. Yet art is often a stylized depiction of the world rather than a photorealistic one. And there's a reason why we're getting to this. Pretty much their human-like appearance could be more of a projection of the artist. Consequently, modern alternative researchers have taken a lot of creative liberties with the Anunnaki. This has been confusing for many who simply want to know what the Anunnaki looked like. UFOologists tell us about the gray aliens, while conspiracy theorists portray them as shape-shifting aliens or reptilians. Some researchers believe that ancient times there were several different types of humanoids walking on the earth. Now, I'm going to discuss the different types of creatures walking on the earth that were connected supposedly to the Anunnaki. One of which, and this is important, were the fishmen. The Mesopotamian fishmen called the Oannes. Let me actually type in the Oannes for you guys, so instead of just saying it. And feel free to chime in while I'm typing, Onyx. There we go, the Awanas. They were pretty much part of a group of demigods called the I can't even say this, Abgal, the Abgal, Abgal in Sumeria, or the Apakalu in Akkadian. Still eating, got you. According to the legend, these fish-human hybrids were wise gods or sages that came to teach humans the fundamentals of civilization. This characterization would lead, down the road, lead to the belief of merpeople, mermaids, mermen, some even, and I don't have this in my notes, and I forgot to mention this in my notes. I don't know why. I think this is where me and Hellfire were chatting in Discord earlier today, but the fishmen were also believed to be the lost city of the people from the lost city of Atlantis, because they gave their knowledge and they were from the sea. You also had strange skulls, True Blue, the engineers, the Shining Ones, and more. However, it's the another group called the Giants that I want to focus on. And Jessica is unlurking. The giant ones are where we're going to tie the Anunnaki to being demons, okay? The giants, one of the more popular claims is that the Anunnaki were giants. Some of these theories are due in part to images like the tablet of the Shamash, one on which a large seated figure of the god Shamash, or Shamash, as some people want to say, but it's Shamash, is offering the rod and ring, a symbol of power and justice, to a standing Hammurabi, to a standing Hammurabi, the sixth king of the first Babylonian dynasty. Moving forward, even the Bible states that the Nephilim, as the giant offspring of the sons of gods who mated with human females, also known as the Watchers in the book of Enoch. Genesis 6:4 says, there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old men of renown. We've talked about this past episodes. Enki has fucked up depiction. When wait, y'all, it's hilarious. Exactly, Enki has a very fucked up description. Now, even the Bible, as I say, discuss the men which were of old men of renown. These demigods, these Nephilim, many depictions, you'll find them in different things. Every religion has a tie together. So they were giants. Believe it or not, if you go to Eastern Island, you have the Eastern Island heads, which are the little heads in the ground. They are actually, there's full body statues underneath the ground of these Eastern Island heads. They've actually been dug up to show that there's bodies scrunched up under the ground, and you're seeing nothing but neck up. They were representations of the Eastern Island gods who were in some way attached to the Anunnaki, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Eastern Island heads are wild. Exactly. So if you were to go to all these different beliefs, they all in some way are a connect the dot game. Basically, you're drawing this to this to this to this, and you're creating by connecting all the different religions and taking this piece back, because basically the Vatican said, okay, we're going to remove this piece, we're going to remove that piece, we're going to remove that piece, and this religion over here, we're going to erase them out. This one, no one needs to know about this pagan belief. No one needs to know about that pagan belief. You know, so they're twisting and turning to where people forgot certain parts or misunderstood certain things, or wrote other things off as, oh, they're stupid. They're a third world country. They don't know what they're talking about. So in this, you have so many different religions, so many different beliefs that were cast aside or removed or edited, that if you were to take all the pieces and put them together in one place as one thing, this is where we get the bigger picture of the whole of the Anunnaki and the angels and the demons, okay? If you were to read the Bible and the Apocrypha and the Pseudepigrapha, you'll find that angels and demons have a connection here that I'm about to get into. Notice that the text that I read earlier says that the giants were in the earth. Okay, the Genesis 6:4 says they were giants in the earth in those days, i.e., the eastern island heads with their neck down being buried in the earth. Okay, so we're getting a connection here between the Holy Bible and the eastern island heads. They were giants in the earth. The Bible states they were giants in the earth. It's all connected, guys. Clues, kind of like National Treasure. If you have all these different pieces and you read them, you can connect them. But anyway, could this suggest that these beings were not extraterrestrial but interterrestrial? A word that many people are like, wait, extraterrestrial is alien, so what would interterrestrial be? Okay, so remember, interterrestrial, they were in the earth, not above the earth. Okay, so you had some that came, the shining ones that fell to earth, but then you had others that were in the earth, which specificate two different beings. Okay, many Christians believe hell as being a plane of existence of eternal fire and damnation on earth. And with the giants' belief of interterrestrial existence, it is here that we get a concept of hell and demons, and as such, a tie to the loss of detail and knowledge and understanding. Some people in power, like the Vatican, will subject their own views and beliefs as truthful and as truthful explanation, and have you see what they want you to see. There's probably something near those heads. Onyx Demon, I completely agree with you. It's just like the Eastern, like the Stonehenge. There's more to Stonehenge than people understand. Okay, Stonehenge, where it is right now in Scotland, is not the original location of Stonehenge. The stones of Stonehenge were moved. They were moved from one place to where they reside now. I'll bet you if you were to somehow move those stones, okay, back to where their original location was, something may unearth that way as well. They may have been moved to protect a secret, and if you were to put them back the way they were and reconstruct Stonehenge into its full glory back to the days it was made, we could probably unlock a secret. But because whoever moved them didn't want us to know the secrets of its original location and why it was there, we'll never know. It's lost. Vegetron says, so what does the Vatican have to gain from altering the Bible and putting out misinformation? Exactly, Ness. Exactly. She answered for me. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Billions of dollars. No, exactly. Knowledge is power. With power, with using Spider-Man, with power, with great power comes responsibilities. Basically, with them having the knowledge, they have the power to control certain aspects and know more than we do. They can control us. They can control the people. With having more knowledge than us, they know more than us, keeping us pretty much dumb fucks. Okay, so as long as they know more than us, they're smarter than us. We're dumber than them, making us normal people dumb fucks. Okay. More basically, we are dumb fucks. The Vatican has more power over the world than any other factions of the government. How, who, LL. Vegetron, this is a discussion, is a discussion on demons and stuff like that. One day I will actually go into the Vatican. That's a religious discussion, but I will go into it. How, who, and why. Who? Well, we know that the Pope is the head person of the Vatican, and then you have cardinals and different priests and fathers and different people. They're similar to our government. You have one person. The Pope doesn't know everything. The Pope has plausible deniability. He has access to stuff that he needs to know on a need to know basis. Okay, when he needs to know something, he'll know it, and until then, he has plausible deniability. We are so focused on, oh, the Pope knows everything. The Pope knows everything. You know, okay, the Pope doesn't know everything. He is the one that we're looking to so they can do a nice little David Copperfield misdirection. You're looking in this hand and seeing what's in this hand, while in this hand, I have the truth. So while I'm making you focus on this hand, you don't see what's in this hand. You can't see what's hiding behind here. Okay, I've got the coin in this hand where you're looking for the coin in this hand. misdirection. So as long as we don't know the truth, and we're looking in one place for the truth, we're not looking in the right direction. So I can't give you answers because of the misdirections right now. You're asking questions. The Pope is just like the president. Exactly. The Pope is like the president. He has to know what he needs to know. There are other people under him, like this group of the Vatican know this group of the Vatican know that. So some of the people know some of the things, and he put them together and they know everything. But again, they know everything. They had the power. With power comes influence. With influence comes control. Another way to explain it is with Star Wars. Fear leads to anger.
Hello.
Anger leads to hate.
Hello.
Hate leads to the dark side. With knowledge comes power. With power comes influence. With influence comes control. Okay? That's the basic way to look at it. Give me just a second here, guys. My heater was blowing a little too hot in here. And hello, Sparkle Queen Michelle. How are you doing? So pretty much, let's see, power, because if people lose faith and Vatican loses face over something incriminating, that alters how the Bible, that creates panic and I would say civil war and complete chaos. Exactly, Onyx Demon. You should look at the history of what cardinals used to do to gain position of Pope. It's a ride. Exactly, Ness. Exactly. 100%. 100%. It literally, becoming Pope is the same as becoming president. You know, people backstabbing and throwing name blames and pointing fingers and drama and things like that. It's literally its own version of our hierarchy of the American government hierarchy. It's their own version of the UK's king, queen, prince, knights, lords, ladies, and all that as well. Exactly, Onyx Demon. So the Vatican hates punks because punks don't have the money. Pretty much, basically the Vatican. It's not that they hate punks or any other person. It's that it's more so that they want power. They want control. Everybody wants some form of power, glory, fame, fortune. Power, glory, fame, fortune. Okay, that is the ultimate goal of a lot of people. Everybody in their right mind. Oh, I'd love to win the Mega Millions lottery. I'd love to be a millionaire. I'd love to have $1 million. You know, other people like, oh man, if only I can make it big in acting. If I was streaming right now, I'd be such a great streamer and I would become famous. Fame, fortune, power, glory. Okay, that's what it all essentially comes down to. The Vatican has the most highest power right now because they can control the religion aspects of things, and they own the certain secrets that no one else can get their hands on. So they have more knowledge, which gives them more power. Anarchy means no money. I'm back. Welcome back, John Blitz. So they just greedy. They are what Kendrick Lamar raps about to some degrees. There's only one person more powerful than the Pope, and that's the guy that stole Retro Switch. Wow, Silcat coming in with some really good humor right there. Pretty much exactly. So anyway, moving forward to closing statements, guys. With these giants, as I was saying, many Christians believe hell as being a plane of existence in eternal damnation and earth. With the giants' belief in interterrestrial existence, it is here that we get the concept of hell and demons, and as such, a tie to Christian devil being below ground. Because of our loss of detail and knowledge and understanding, some people in power, like the Vatican, will subject their own views and beliefs as truthful explanation, and have you see what they want you to see. As such, it is why some religions see possible aliens as angels and demons rather than extraterrestrial. Belief in aliens would make them crazy or not normal, but if you deify something, then it's a religion and makes them less of a loon. Okay, so let's see, Vegetron, let's see, Grizzly Bandriano, is this a paranormal stream? Grizzly, yes, this is a paranormal stream. We are talking about paranormal stuff, exactly. Yes, they're greedy. It's a business at the end of the day, and most profitable one with millions of warriors that will die for their faith. So yeah, and hey, everybody has their religions. I don't specify what my religion is. I use my religious knowledge and my knowledge from college of paranormal research and stuff and religious theory and demonology and all that for what I'm able to teach you guys. But as we were saying, basically there's a lot of different religions that that they paint angels and demons as or aliens as angels and demons, so that basically, oh, you believe in aliens, you're crazy, you're a crazy person because you believe in aliens, the Vatican says this. So basically they take their beliefs in what we would think as aliens and turn them into religious deities. And by turning into religious deities, they're no longer crazy because, wait, it's okay. They're just religious. Their religion believes in this. But it also comes down to understanding, because when they come down, instead of knowing that they're aliens, it's like, oh, wait, this being is coming down from the skies. Look at that. Here's this being coming down from the skies, from the heavens. He is a god. He is an angel, so either misunderstanding or to keep them from looking like they're crazy, you change the facts to make it a religious belief, either from not knowing or from knowing too much. And that says atheist or agnostic. I find they get lumped together. Exactly. A lot of people misunderstand the difference between atheist and agnostic. When did regions start? Religions start? Did it? Different religions started different times. John Blitzed. Oh, it's like that Alien movie where Jesus turned out to be an alien. Exactly. We're right now we're connecting aliens with the aka the faceless with the booty. But basically, we're talking about demons and the Anunnaki and their connections to demons. The Anunnaki were supposed aliens that we thought were gods. Okay, so they're not gods. They're just aliens that we believed were gods at one time. And because of that, we believe that some of them were demons, and they're not demons. They're actually aliens. So what we think of as demons may just be aliens with special powers in other existence. This sounds like Stargate shit. Vegetron, believe it or not, Stargate shit is based on some of the Stargate. When you write a story, you're supposed to write what you know. Okay, and what better way to convey a movie than use real facts into your movie to have it seem more realistic? So to make things realistic, they take real facts. So yeah, Stargate based a lot of their stuff on the Anunnaki. Okay, Stargate was based on the Anunnaki. So that gives you a little bit of an idea. With that said, that pretty much brings us to the end of how we connect the demons with the Anunnaki. Basically, the Anunnaki were aliens that we misconceived as being angels and demons. They're not really demons; they're actually aliens. Now, this poses a question of Grizz: are those Egyptian hieroglyphs? Are those the Egyptian hieroglyphs depict? Some of them, yes. Some of them, yes. Basically, a lot of people connect the Egyptians of Ra, Set, and all the Egyptian gods and goddesses to as being the Anunnaki. Every religion, believe it or not, is connected in some way, shape, or form to the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki are older than the Egyptian gods, like Ra and all of them. Because before the Egyptians, you had the Sumerians, the Babylonians, the Akkadians, and the Assyrians. Those four religions are the oldest known religions to man. Sumerians being the oldest, then it was the Babylonians, then it was the Assyrians, and then it was the Akkadians, which the Akkadians went into Greeks. And hello, Follow One, glad to see you here. So, dating back to the Sumerians who believed in the Anunnaki, and then you had the Babylonians that had a different interpretation of the Anunnaki, and then Assyrians and Akkadians, and then Egyptians, and then you got pagans, and then you got Buddhists, and then you got Christians. Basically all the religions daisy chain off of the one Sumerian beliefs. So you start with the if you start like a pyramid, you start with the Sumerians at the top, and then you would come down to the Babylonians, so forth and so on, going down further and spreading out more and more and more and branching off to other religions and beliefs. So anyway, with that said, we're going to go ahead and move on. It is now an hour and 17 past. We are at the point of the episode that is a lot of you guys that are regulars here, favorite part of the show. It is Onyx Demon's favorite part of any of my streams. Okay, we are now going to go ahead and move into the debunking part of the episode. Now, for those who are new, what we do is I do an hour of teaching a bunch of stuff. Exactly, video debunking. What we're going to do now is we're going to be switching over in a minute to my movie screen. I usually use Nuke's Top 5. We go into what I trained a lot of you guys debunking, redeemed Zach Fakins. Okay, so he redeemed Zach Fakins, everybody. Let me do this real quick. If anybody knows who Zach Bagans is, from Ghost Adventures, we already know that he's a fake ghost hunter. He's not real. He's not an investigator. He is just a celebrity wanting money. But here we go. What was that? What was that? What was that? Did you feel that? Did you hear that? What was that? There's your Zach Fakins impersonation, guys. So anyway, that said, is now as I was saying, I love Nuke's Top 5s. I watch those for fun, and hey, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I tend to want people, if you've got paranormal videos of your own or something you think, or if you think you caught video or photos of ghosts, send them to me. And we'll use them here on the stream, guys. I'll give you guys shout out credits for the videos or material being yours, okay? But we'll debunk them here on stream live for everybody, and everybody gets to say their opinions and their thoughts and their views and stuff like that. We will never know what that was. Exactly, John Blitz. How do you feel about John Edwards? John Edwards, I'm John Edwards, I'm 50-50. I am 50-50 in regards to John Edwards. For you, Vegetron, I'm going to pull out the Book of Knowledge, and we'll write down John Edwards, and we'll actually do a discussion on John Edwards. We'll do a small little segment on John Edwards for you. Now, for those who don't know, I tend to usually write notes when you guys mention something. I usually tend to write things down so that we can do further episodes to further detail discuss all these information and stuff like that. So feel free to chime in like Vegetron and Onyx Demon and Paladin Baz does, and we'll discuss it further. I have no problems discussing things you want to know. To be honest, there's a lot of channels I watch for the paranormal caught on tapes. Exactly. Paladin Baz, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, have sent me 2 different links to different places that we've done debunking on. He's even sent me a solo video for me to debunk. So he's one of the people who do a lot of donating. I want to know who shot Kennedy. Okay, that's not paranormal, but we'll see if we can find some kind of paranormal tie to Kennedy's assassination. I will actually write that down. There we go. I've got it written down in the Book of Knowledge. So I'm going to hit up the bathroom before debunking so I can voice chat. Belly's rumbling. Do what you got to do. This will give me a full... let me finish explaining this to everybody. So again, if you're new and you came from the raid or you Bubble Guts, exactly. So if you're new here, whether you came from the raid or you found me from one of my many links, when we do the debunking, and please ignore the beard, I'm working on a cosplay, so I have to grow the beard for a cosplay, and we're getting ready to be doing a cosplay stream, guys. But we actually play, usually use the Nuke's Top 5 videos, which usually have 5 of them. I've got 10 of them. We got 2 hours to do debunking. Believe it or not, most of the ones that we've went through have all been fake. But me and Onyx Demon have had, when Onyx Demon was in chat with me, he was good luck for me. We actually got one video that was legit. Out of all the many videos, we finally got one legit video, and it felt so good to get that one legit paranormal video out of all the ones we debunked. Now, I've had Hellfire in here, and me and Hellfire have gotten 50% closer. One was one we almost thought was close, but there's a rule in paranormal investigation, guys. When you're doing legit paranormal investigation and not ghost hunting, because there is a difference between ghost hunting and paranormal investigation. Ghost hunting, so that you understand, is someone says, "Oh, hey, I saw ghost hunters, I saw ghost adventures, and I want to go ghost hunting. I want to be a ghost hunter, so I'm gonna buy the gear and I'm gonna find an abandoned building to go in and hunt ghosts." That's a ghost hunter. You know no shit except for what you see on TV, and what you see on TV is bullshit, fake, wrong bullshit. Okay. Ghostbusters versus Phasmophobia. We've already had that discussion. Phasmophobia uses some elements of the real to push the fake. Phasmophobia is fake. It uses elements that are real, but in fake manners and stuff like that. So Phasmophobia is only based on events of real things and not actually how it's really done or anything like that. It is a game and has nothing to do with actual ghost hunting. Phasmophobia, they use the right tools, but they use it in the ghost hunting way instead of the investigation way. Not that funny. No, it's not that fun. It's not that funny. I found it to be boring. It took me a while to play the game, but I finally was able to play the game in some shape, way, or form or other. But it was boring to me. But hey, it's a game, and other people like it, and what they like. Hey, like what you want. Let me put that out there. There's nothing wrong with liking the game if you like it. It's not saying it's bad. It just bored me personally. There's nothing wrong with the game because I got a lot of friends that love that game, and I don't want to knock it. Okay, if you like something, you like something, and more power to you. Sparkle Queen says, I redeemed Quick Shot Karaoke shot. Please, thank you. I didn't see that. Where was that at? When was that? I'm looking for it and I don't see it. Oh, you did. You did. A Whole New World. Okay. So, guys, Sparkle Queen Michelle redeemed A Whole New World. So thank you guys. Thank you. I really hate missing my redemptions. Bear with me for a second. I do have a sore throat, so bear with me. So karaoke quick shots is where I either humorously or seriously sing songs. She wanted A Whole New World, which I do know some of the lyrics for. Sometimes I pull the lyrics up, but I'm going to try to do A Whole New World in a serious manner because she didn't specify how she wanted it done. So here we go. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid, over, sideways, and under, on a magic carpet ride, a whole new world. So there goes your whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes. But yeah, so that's your whole new world right there. For those who don't know, I sometimes do stuff in a comical manner. You'll sometimes see me do A Whole New World like, I can show you the world. No, hang on. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid, over, sideways, and under, on a magic carpet ride, a whole new world. So sometimes I'll do it in character voices as well. There was even one time when I did it in a female's voice as well. But yeah. Anyway, thank you, Retro. I'm smiling. I'm glad you're smiling. Glad you're smiling. That said, with my sore throat, we're going to go ahead and move over to the movie side, guys, and get this debunking out of the way and get the interesting part of the show going. So let's go ahead and switch over. Let's maximize this. And Onyx Demon, I know you're gonna pop in and eventually, but give me a second here to actually share my screen so you can see it live with me. There we go, Onyx Demon. I've got it shared to, if you can hear me, Onyx Demon, I know Ness will tell you, I've got it on the Discord so that you can click and watch it live with me as I'm watching it too, so that your responses will be in time with me. Where is my mouse? I lost my mouse, guys.
A top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Really, really haunted. Lee and his family have been experiencing terrifying paranormal activity in their home in England. Over the last 2 years, Lee says that the supernatural encounters have become more frequent, more terrifying, and more violent. Lee documents these strange incidents on his YouTube channel, Really Haunted. Now, over the years, I've featured a few of the spooky occurrences in Lee's house, and it seems that whatever might be haunting the family home is not going anywhere. Lee has cameras recording the living room and bedroom as he, his wife, and their cute little puppy Luna are fast asleep in bed.
Welcome back.
What happens that night throughout the house is truly disturbing. First, downstairs in the living room, the heavy couch slides across the floor as if it's nothing. Then back upstairs in the bedroom, puppy Luna wakes up from her sleep and starts frantically looking around as if she's hearing or seeing something that frightens her. She calms down a bit, but then suddenly a white translucent figure moves in front of the camera, startling Luna once again.
Okay, so real quick, are you watching through the stream or are you watching through Discord, Onyx Demon?
Discord.
Okay, cool. So here's my thing. What's your opinion so far?
I don't know. I don't think I saw the beginning.
Okay,
Was the beginning just the couch?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back so you can watch. Wait, didn't we debunk this one about 3 weeks ago? No, we debunked one similar to it. So I'm restarting it. Here we go. Okay, so I'm pause it right here. So opinions, so you gotta listen to your pets. They can see shit. Sometimes, yes, sometimes they do. Hell, Onyx Demon, your opinion so far?
So far, these two look genuine, like they're not acting.
You see,
I don't really know why there'd be a camera facing just their bed unless they're like freaks or something.
Right.
When the dog looks towards the back wall there, you can see that the window is slightly cracked. Someone could have just out there and punched the wall or hit the wall or something like that. But other than that, everything else looks fairly genuine.
Right. So real quick, Onyx, Paladin Baz. No, this wasn't the same. This wasn't the same guy. This was a different guy. There was a video that we did that had a dog that had a chair being moved, but there was a different dog. It was a bigger dog. So it was a different group, but similar stuff. The only thing I'm like, okay, so usually when I talk about the chair being pulled by string, we'd think this movie. Here's my issue. We're talking about a couch being moved, okay? And yes, it's being moved in one direction, but here's what's fucking with me. How heavy is a fucking couch?
That couch being pushed from that area, is it hardwood floor? It wouldn't take too much force.
But see, but it can't be pulled by a string though. And the speed.
I don't know. Do you think the light? No, that's like because anything above like a 20-pound weight line, you'd see unless it was photoshopped out.
Exactly. See, that's what I was getting at. So if it moved a crawl space behind it, that's what I'm gonna get at. I'm gonna go back to the picture. So there's the picture there. I don't see a crawl space behind there anywhere. And here's my thing. You see down here at the edge of the couch, see that little black thing right at the.
I do see that. Yeah.
I'm gonna play it to see if it moves. If that moves with it, it's a slider.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it can't move on strings. Somehow it's getting pushed by something over here. See this little whatever the square is back here? Looks like
I looked at that. It doesn't.
See, what I'm thinking is it something that's hanging up, and that there's like some kind of little crawl space, like what Paladin Baz is talking about, and maybe there's a hole down at the bottom, like they cut the door.
That is stairs. Yeah, you can see the stairs right up in the corner.
So it's like Harry Potter.
So that's definitely a storage room.
Right, exactly, kind of like Harry Potter's little bedroom in the very first Harry Potter movie. See what I'm
Yeah, pretty much.
So they probably cut a hole at the bottom of the door, and somebody's probably in there and pushes the door, okay? Or pushes the couch, pushes the couch. Because it's moving with force. And the reason at first I almost believed this was real, because I started thinking, a string couldn't pull a couch that fast, that hard. And then Paladin Baz was like crawl space. And I remember this door right here where you see the nukes top 5 symbol over top of it. Could have a cutaway door that has somebody underneath it pushing it.
Play this. See how far down we can see on the door.
Right there. So
there's nothing there.
But see, we're still not seeing all the way down. We're seeing an area down.
You're seeing only a couple inches left, dude, if you look at basic.
You're right. And here's the other thing, is that whatever it was underneath of it.
A couple inches, you're not going to have enough force even with a slider to push it 4 feet, 5 feet.
And there's no string to pull it either.
The logo's always that big.
Say it again. Yeah, the logo has always been that big, John Blitz. It's always been that big. It is way easier to move IKEA furniture on wood floor. Right. So, but the thing is at that speed, would you be able to pull it with thin enough string to hide the...
Does Europe have IKEAs though?
Right. Paladin Baz. Yeah,
that's a good one. I was gonna Google it, but Paladin would.
Yeah, Paladin would know. Paladin does. Over in the UK, do you guys have IKEA furniture or some kind of IKEA equivalent? Let us know that while we move forward with discussion. So it's moving.
That's not an IKEA though. You can tell by the padding.
Yeah,
that's a big, heavy sofa.
And see, that's what I'm saying. It's a big, heavy sofa, and it's moving at a high speed, so it can't be pulled by a string. Okay?
See, to have someone push it that fast with that much force and that far, which is like that corner is 45 feet away from the wall. Yeah, the thing is if somebody was laying behind the sofa or anything like that, they wouldn't have enough force.
Right, exactly.
Oh, you think they're under it? Maybe.
I don't think they're under it, because they would have to actually be inside the cushions. This is all kidding aside. This seems legit, and I'm starting to think it is. I'm starting to think it is. Jessica,
I don't know if they'd have enough space to do that, though, babe. Sorry.
And like Jeff says, not enough room. And Jessica pointed out that it does not look like the black thing moved with it. Remember I pointed out that black thing I thought was a slider?
Yeah, look, it's
not there, so it stayed behind, which means it's not a slider. So, and even if a kid did it, they're like, here, let me go back. So
kid would not have enough strength to push it with that much force.
Watch, hang on.
What happens that night throughout the house is truly disturbing.
Okay, see, the only place to hide to move it would be, see where these stools are?
Yeah, that's flush against the wall.
Right, they would have to be by that stool, and the stools don't move. There's no way for them to get an arm close enough in there to push it the right way. They can't be here. There's no string for it to pull. So this legitly moves unless they're using video effects to hide the string.
Unless I think you got something, Nessa. Okay, humor me. No, she said there's probably someone behind it, like kicking it or something, right? Pushing it, right?
Okay.
But
okay, I'm listening.
Maybe, yeah. I think, okay, I could be totally wrong. I want this one to be real, but say you had right in that corner behind where the storage closet is. What if you had a cutout there with someone with their back against the sofa, inside the sofa, kicking it off the wall?
So cut out in the sofa?
Yeah.
And
they're in there, and they would kick the wall and push themselves on the couch at the same time.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. So the couch looks pretty close to the wall. Yeah, so right now it's 50-50. Right now it's 50-50. Let's move forward and dissect the other scenes. And this, because if the other scenes can develop to be fake, then we know that the cutout of someone being stuffed inside the couch with their legs pushing it is a strong possibility. Because I was actually believing that someone was in that door until I saw that the door wasn't. But here we go. See how fast it moved and how hard
it moved so fast the camera went out of focus.
Yeah. And it moved at that one corner, you know, like if I were to move it, like I don't know. That one's got me puzzled. Now this here, okay, let me slow this one down, guys. Let me slow this one down. We're gonna bear with me because this is gonna be slowed down, so the sound is gonna be really slow. Because something that I want to see is the light that fluctuates by before the chair moves.
Yeah.
See that? You see it.
They really need to replace their fucking fan.
They do. So let me back that up.
I completely missed the shadow. Like,
yeah, watch. Let me slow it down just a little more. 0.25. There goes the shadow right here. See it right here over her head?
Yeah, I see it.
So it's whatever it is, it's misted. And it comes over to this right side, and then the chair moves. Now watch the chair move. You hear it move a little bit, and then it moves fast. Now, remember how I mentioned about things moving at an angle? Notice how if it was on a string and it was being pulled, it would like it's on wheels, so it's going to easily be moved. Okay, someone could be under the bed. Because here's the thing that makes me think this is fake. The dog's going to hear the noises. The dog's going to wake the guy up. But watch this. Let me put it back to proper speed real quick so y'all can catch this. So yes, the dog hears something. Here's the thing. The dog seems awfully calm right now. He sees something or hears something. So possibly somebody could be in the room right now. So notice how let's see. This is true. Dog could smell the person and know someone is there. He did jolt pretty good right there. He did. Now hold on. Here's the thing. Notice how if the guy was sleeping, he when you wake up, are you that wide awake when you wake up? Even if you took a few minutes, would you be that wide awake?
I don't know. I can't really tell facial expressions because of the color of the camera,
Okay,
right?
Here's the other thing. Dogs have nightmares too, though. Exactly. But here's the thing. Notice that he's looking at the dog. Would he not see that that chair's right there, and the chair shouldn't have been there when they went to bed?
He wouldn't have made that conclusion. I wouldn't have made that.
Hold on, watch.
I don't think just woke up.
Could be too damn dark to even notice.
Oh, Hellfire's in here. I can barely hear you, dude.
First, downstairs in the living room, the heavy couch slides across the floor as if it's nothing. Then back upstairs in the bedroom, Puppy Luna wakes up from her sleep and starts frantically looking around as if she's hearing or seeing something that frightens her. She calms down a bit, but then suddenly a white translucent figure moves in front of the camera, startling Luna once again. A desk chair seems to move towards the bed.
See, here's what gets me. Why is the like you pointed out, Onyx Demon, and it has me. I'm 50-50, guys, because here's the thing. Here's what's throwing me off. Here's the final piece of the puzzle. Onyx Demon pointed it out. Why the fuck is the camera on them and nowhere else but them? Why is what's happening off camera not?
No,
on camera?
I think, dude, the dog does not react to that chair moving.
No, he doesn't. He reacts to the.
I just clued in. Like, this is fake. That just made it fake.
That's their porn studio.
That's what I think too.
Well, I mean, if anybody knows about porn, it would be Hellfire. But yeah, so see, the dog reacts to the motions of the whatever the mist is, and not the chair. He's not even like the dog doesn't even give a fuck about the chair. But the camera's on them and not the other area. Why would you put a camera if you're going to investigate ghosts? Why would you put the camera on the people versus the other areas of the room?
Yeah, why wouldn't you face it like towards the fuck door?
Right. You know, let's see, which means someone is behind the camera moving the chair. Exactly. Hellfire makes his own. So, but yeah, so they've got it off camera. You can't see what's off camera. I would put it to where it's in, see this back corner where the curtain is right here, or this back curtain? I would have it aiming towards the desk that this chair is at and their door, so that you can see them on camera and you can see what's on the other side towards the doorway. You feel me? This could happen a lot, and they wanted to catch it on video. Nah, my room looks bigger. Okay. So, and Boa, you have a point. You do have a point that maybe they're trying to catch what happens on their bed, but I would, to show validity, I wouldn't just show that one stationary camera. I would show, because supposedly he has a camera facing the door. Why isn't he showing the video that faces the door? Where's the video that faces the door that he supposedly has? Why aren't we seeing the other camera? Why are we not seeing the other side of the room and just that video?
On its own. Then suddenly, the small dog is spooked by something that seems to
That's
be
very clearly somebody outside just hitting the wall.
She begins to whimper, which finally wakes Lee. So Luna's behavior and reactions throughout this video are what makes this footage so creepy and so compelling. It's almost as if she can see something the family can't, and it terrifies her.
Of course they can't see nothing. They're fucking sleeping.
So did Lee and his family capture extreme paranormal evidence on camera? You decide.
So here's my thing. So before we go to the next video, let me go switch to the chatting screen. So here's my thing. I'm 50-50. I'm like, part of me wants to believe it. Part of me wants to debunk it. I'm 50-50 on this one. How about you, Onyx Demon?
I think it's fake.
You think it's fake? Hellfire?
Yeah, the dog not reacting to the chair moving and the very obvious bang on the outside of the fucking wall.
Right.
You know, the couch is pretty explainable because the other stuff is explainable. Very clearly, it's either on strings or ropes of some sort.
Hold on. Let's go back, guys, because Jessica brought up something. Let me go back. Thank you, Jessica. So watch this again. Watch it again.
Once again, a desk chair.
See how when that moves, the lighting of the camera changes. The camera light changes, so it could be a source outside for the light. The light changes. Watch.
Slides across the floor as if it's nothing. Then back upstairs in the bedroom, Puppy Luna wakes up from her sleep and starts frantically looking around as if she's hearing or seeing something that frightens her.
Oh my
She
god,
calms down a
dude,
bit, but
yeah.
then suddenly a white translucent figure
Look what?
What? No, look,
moves in
watch,
front of the
and I'm gonna
camera,
explain what it happened.
startling Luna once again. A desk chair
Boom.
seems to move towards the bed.
Yeah. So that
No,
light.
look, it's the lighting change. It's washed out. There's a light on near that room or in that room, and then it
Right.
gets shut off before the chair gets moved.
Right.
That's why the change is so harsh.
Right. And see, here's the thing. That smoke, that mist is a reflection. Boa movement makes my night vision house cams change color also. They do. You're right. Motion sensor lights causes it to change. Here's what I'm thinking. With that bright light that was on, okay, it was a bright light, which means it was brighter than normal. That causes a reflection of the shadow to happen. But then with the light changing, there is no shadow seen, so that when the chair moves, we don't see the shadow of whoever's moving the chair.
Yeah.
See what I'm
Yep.
saying? So yeah, that light change seals the deal that it's fake. Right there, the light changes seal the deal that it's fake. Right there. Dang moths, right? There's moths flying in that damn light. Exactly. So good catch, Jessica. I'm glad Jessica caught that.
On its own. Then
So, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and get
suddenly
straight to
the
the next
small dog is spooked by something that seems to be right, and it terrifies her. So did Lee and his family capture
getting ready to
extreme
get to the next
paranormal
one.
evidence on camera? You decide.
You decide.
The haunt
Okay, so now, real quick, with paranormal investigation, ladies and gentlemen, as you've seen with Jeff Zomwolf and with Paladin Bads, there's a rule that we have, which is if there's a doubt, throw it out. Okay, if there's a doubt, throw it out. Because if there's when you're trying to prove paranormal activity, you don't want to say, well, this possibly could be a ghost, but we're not really sure. You want to work in absolutes. So if there's a doubt, throw it out. You want to have proof, not possible proof. That says if it's sus, yeet that ghost. So let's get back to the next one, guys. Let's get back to the next one.
I know the Jefferson Hotel.
I know
of the Jefferson
of it. I've
Hotel.
never been there.
The
I haven't
historic
been there.
Jefferson Hotel was left abandoned for 2 years before the new owners, Jeremy and Pam Jones, bought the 170-year-old building in Jefferson, Texas. The two paranormal enthusiasts poured their love and a lot of hard work into the restoration of the allegedly haunted hotel.
So right now, real quick, Boa, I get notifications seconds later on my cell. All I can see is bugs flying by. And that's probably what all it is the bugs making the notifications and stuff too, Boa. So thank you for that. Here's my thing. I'm already preempting this one as fake Onyx Demon Hellfire. Reason being is that they are supposedly paranormal investigators who buy a hotel that's supposedly haunted and they're restoring it.
So this place is famous for its old hauntings. So this could be a placebo effect. They're trying to make money off fake.
Right. So it's one of the two. It could be real.
They're going to use it as an attraction, just like what they did with the sanitarium.
Yep. It has real stuff, but there some of what they get may be faked to get exposure. So this is gonna be 50-50, guys. So let's see what we can get.
And held a grand reopening of the Jefferson in October of 2020. The hotel has seen its fair share of dark history. It was built in 1851 and first opened as a cottage.
And here's the other thing. Remember, they're renovating it, right? So what if they're adding House of Horror special effects to it to make things happen? Just putting that out there.
Warehouse, where it is said that two 7-year-old child workers lost their lives under the harsh working conditions. In the late 1800s, the hotel was a brothel. During that time, it is said that a teenage, quote, working girl named Judy lost her life at the hands of a client. She passed away in the bathtub of room 19. Today, the apparition of Judy is said to appear in the midst of hot showers, and sometimes even scribbles messages pleading for help on the bathroom mirror. One guest at the historic Jefferson Hotel says that she was able to capture the frightening incident on camera. Georgia Canfield is staying overnight at the hotel with her mother and grandmother when the three suddenly see a chilling message on their hotel mirror.
I just noticed it. I don't know if it was there when I came in here or if when I started running the hot water. I don't know. I just know that we came here to wash my face.
That was not there. Can you confirm that was not? We checked that earlier.
I didn't see it earlier.
Do you see it now?
Yes, I see it. That's why we're not going in there.
Georgia, her mother, and grandmother have no idea where the message came from, and their freaked out reactions to the strange event seem very sincere. But that's not the end of the Jefferson Hotel's haunted history. In 1912, a pregnant bride named Lydia Grigsby took her own life inside room 19 after her fiancé.
Okay, let's go ahead and touch on the word help in the mirror. Okay, so I'm sorry, but that could have easily been a cleaning staff having keys and went into there and wrote help because it looked like it was written in soap. They could have easily wrote that in soap with their fingers. So it could have been cleaning staff snuck in because they're part of the stuff trying to make it look haunted. So they probably wrote that in. Your views and opinions, Onyx?
I'm sorry, what? I was reading something about 1851 to try to debunk this. What?
Okay, so Tabitha says smudging help on the mirror is cliche. Yeah, so basically these people, the three women, the three generations of women found.
Oh shit! I didn't even watch the video. I was reading something up about 1851.
Let me go back, guys. Let me go back. Okay, watch.
No, because something irked me about the video.
I just noticed it. I don't know if it was there when I came in here or if when I started running the hot water. I don't know. I just know that we came here to wash my face.
That was not there. Can you confirm that was not? We checked that earlier.
I didn't see it earlier.
Do you see it now?
Yes, I see it. That's why we're not going in there.
Georgia?
That's why I'm not going in there.
So yes, we understand that they're legitly thinking it's real because it wasn't there, so that they look like they're not faking it. So there's that. Straight shenanigans, absolutely tabby. Seems like it was written with something not real. Like for me, it looks like it was written with soap. It looks like it was written in soap. And there's a reason why I mentioned this as well. But my idea is that one of the cleaning staff is in on it with the owners of it to make paranormal things happen. And they came in when they came in, they unpacked and they went out to do things and someone wrote it in there and they came back and boom, there it is. Okay. That's what I'm thinking is that somebody, because like Tabitha said, the help on the mirrors thing is so cliche. Okay. Now, if you would have wrote like a personal message to the like a name or something like that, something less cliche, it would have been different. Hellfire, your opinion?
Is this the whole video?
No, I paused it. There's more.
Oh.
So I was hoping to get Hellfire, but it seems like he's a little too buzzed.
Because I was just going through some history of 1851.
So it was from the
something irked me about what they said at the beginning of this one.
Right. So here and here's what Jessica reminded me to put this. So if you write messages in soap with on a mirror, if here's the thing, like how many people have ever done this? Like if you write something in soap or draw a picture in soap on a mirror, when you steam up and fog up the bathroom, have you ever noticed that everything but what you soaped is fogged up, but what is soaped is clear?
No.
You've never done that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, I've done it. Okay, what's that help right there? If you fog up the mirror, everything on that mirror would be fogged out from the temperature and the moisture of the water, except for what is soaped, because the soap acts as a wax. Kind of like if you wax a message in a car, if you soap up the car, everything drips around that what's waxed up.
Yeah.
Same basic thing. So
I know what you mean. I've just never done it.
Yeah, I'd done it. I was a kid. I used to experiment and draw pictures and stuff like that with my soap on the wall.
Yeah, I
got
was worse. I used to experiment with my electronics and
Oh, no, I did the same thing
break
too.
them.
I did the same too. I experimented with everything any way that I could because I used to get my butt whooped for using soap on a mirror. Okay, so that's the reason why I know this one. My butt burnt quite a few times from doing it, so I know. So let's go ahead and go on to the next thing.
Her mother and grandmother have no idea where the message came.
See, now you can get a close up of the video. You can see clearly that it's soap. Okay. And it's so thick that you can tell a finger didn't write that it had to been used with the bar retro soap on a wall. Experiments are somewhat famous, but you can see that it had to been written with a bar of soap of some
something,
kind.
Yeah, something or other.
Because that's not a finger.
Some type of a makeup or a foundation or
something waxy.
From, and their freaked out reactions to the strange event seem very sincere. But that's not the end of the Jefferson Hotel's haunted history. In 1912, a pregnant bride named Lydia Grigsby took her own life inside room 19 after her fiancé sent word that he would not be coming to the wedding. Today, male guests traveling alone have reported seeing the beautiful ghost of a bride with golden hair. One night on a tour through the hotel, guests Angela and Cody Goins might have captured the Jefferson Hotel ghost bride on camera. Using the live photo mode on an iPhone, which snaps a photo in a quick 3-second video, they capture what appears to be a bride-like apparition. You can almost make out a dress.
So that right there, yeah, that's fake. You can tell with the aberration of the lights, that right there is fake. That is whatever it is. It does not look like a bride to me, even though they claim it looks like a bride. It just happens to have bright white at the bottom with a faint light at the top, and like, oh, but that's the veil and the dress and blah 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 blah. Okay, being a photographer, okay, if you've got a looks like a projected image, exactly. That's what I'm about to get to. Okay, this is supposedly a phone app. Okay, we're talking a digital app that's doing digital things. Okay, so it's projecting certain images in a certain area. I don't trust digital apps in any fucking way. If you're using a digital app, you automatically are sus and your shit is debunked. Okay, the only time I use digital apps is for like when I want a notepad, or if I want to know what the temperature is out, like what the weather's going to be or something like that. Yeah, then I'll use a digital app to tell me what the fucking day of the week is, using a calculator, using a calendar, things like that. But for actual investigation as a tool, I don't use something that's software based to this degree, for at least for images. Okay. I can't trust it. As a photographer looking at this, I'm already seeing old school 35mm light leaks. Okay, why would a digital phone have a 35mm or any kind of film light leak on it? The only way for them to have a film light leak like this is if it's a digital projection, like what Jessica Anna's talking about. It's a digital projection of another image laid over top, because the image stays still and doesn't move. It stays in that shape. It would have been different if it actually had movement to it. See,
and even a bridal train. Now, a much more disturbing apparition has also been witnessed at the hotel.
So yeah, since they're getting going to another subject, yes, Onyx Demon, I'm right there with you that was fake. And Hellfire, I don't know if you're there, if you're drunk or what, so feel free to chime in too.
Some guests have even reported waking up at night to find the horrifying figure.
I am here. I have a phone call, but I've been paying attention. Yeah, it's fake.
Got you.
In their hotel room, just watching them sleep. Now, the new owners of the historic Jefferson Hotel, Jeremy and Pam Jones, are starting to experience paranormal activity in their own hotel.
What's up, Horace?
One night at 2 a.m., Jeremy is doing some work in the hotel hallway, and this happens. There's no audio on this video, but Jeremy claims that he heard a voice right before this hotel door mysteriously unlatches and swings open on its own. Now that's creepy enough, but that's not the only night they capture something truly...
So real quick, like Jeff is pointing out, Anonymous theme, and you'll probably pretty much say the same thing. The way the door opens up means that we're on the opposite side of it. Someone Hellfire Redeemed Quick Shot Karaoke. See, okay, Tabitha, make sure you're looking really good at what Hellfire's trying to do. He's probably on his birthday side, little drunk self, giggling like a little schoolgirl. But yeah, so it's stage exactly. Onyx Demon, the door opened up towards us, towards the camera. That indicates that something is on the other side of the door that we can't see, because the camera, they won't show us the video of the other side of the footage. How come it's just that certain way and it opens up on its own? So that's pretty much sus right there.
I mean, we already know that these people bought this place knowing that it was potentially haunted. So they're going to put these stupid ass, low productive videos out to try to gain views, free advertisement. If people get curious and think that this place is haunted, they're gonna pay top dollar to come stay there.
Exactly. It's free advertisement.
So
basically.
This is easy. Like, this is a good camera. Like, you don't need that good of a.
Right. Exactly.
And why have the volume off? Why would you have the fucking volume off?
Exactly. Why you should have some audio so we can hear it open up and make sure that there's someone not actually opening it up. You know, you would want camera angles at both sides instead of just one. But yeah, real quick, I'm going to change screens real quick, and I'm going to minimize this because Hellfire Redeemed turning Japanese, and unlike him, okay, I'm actually going to not ignore it. See, Hellfire, we just so you guys can understand, yesterday Hellfire had a 6-hour birthday stream, and a bunch of us trolled him for a happy birthday trolling, you know, to give him a little content, give him a little love, a little bit of humor, and we kept trolling him with turning Japanese, different variations. We give him different links, and every time he went to a link, it was the same song. So yes, we're going to go ahead and do this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do the Kristen Dunst version. I don't know why, but I'm going to do the Kristen Dunst version. So let me switch screens real quick, guys, so y'all can see this. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. So here we go. This is to show Hellfire I don't ignore.
Why is Kirsten Dunst in a turning Japanese?
Dude, I don't know. I don't know.
Like, she's not even that big of an actress.
I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. Ding, 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 ding.
They're like, why are you filming us?
Sailor Moon!
Right?
With the unicorns.
I got your picture.
I got your picture.
Of me and you.
Of me and you.
You wrote I love you.
You know I love you.
I love you too.
I love you too.
I sit there staring and there's nothing else to do. Oh, it's in color.
Wait until she gets to the chorus.
Your hair is brown.
Your hair is brown.
Your eyes are hazel.
Your eyes are hazel.
And soft as clouds.
And so are clouds.
I often kiss you when there's no one else around.
Here we go. Wait for the chorus.
Yeah. No. She's the original fucking...
Yeah.
She's the original Spider-Woman thingy. What's her name?
Mary
Lois
Jane.
Lane?
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
You got me turning up and turning down. I'm turning in, I'm turning on, I'm turning Japanese. I'm turning Japanese.
Let me get back here. I gotta get back to it right.
I'm turning Japanese.
I'm turning Japanese. I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
You said Vampire Diaries.
Say it again. Yeah.
I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
Right. Exactly. So no, I wanted to show that I can actually do it. So there you go.
I got your picture up on the wall.
Hellfire cannot troll me. Hellfire's like, you suck. See, Japanese love dolls, exactly right. And yes, Mary Jane. So yes, we got him good horoscope. Yes, we did. So here we go. Let's get back to this.
On camera. Cut to another late night. It's 4 a.m. and Jeremy and his wife are fast asleep in bed when one of the motion sensing cameras in the upstairs hallway picks up something or someone moving around. The hotel is completely empty, so Jeremy fears that an intruder might be inside. He runs upstairs, but as he looks down into the hallway from the stairwell, He doesn't see anyone. He wakes up his wife Pam and they look back at the security footage. They are both shocked by what they find.
So right there against the back door.
Yeah, why is it always so far away? Like,
let me turn just back a little bit. Watch, guys.
and why is this camera so much shitter than the other one?
Security
Right?
footage. They are both shocked by what they find.
Now, real quick, something I noticed too. This is the other camera that we were talking about. How come he wouldn't show us the other camera? Because that red thing right there is the popcorn machine from the other camera.
Yeah, you're right.
And that looks like a tangible person walking across.
Yeah, it looks like someone just jumping or something through the frame. This thing has been put to like
at the end of the hallway, right
Go back, go back. I just want to see something real quick.
Look back at the security footage. They are both shocked by what they find.
And if you look right here, you can see a head moving in the doorway. There's a head moving right there. Right, see this doorway in the window? Watch, let me take it back just a little bit. You can take super clear photos of the space, but ghost video is all exactly. Watch the window frame of that door. Watch the window frame. Really, let me actually, you know, but before we do this, let me slow it the fuck down. Watch that window.
They're both shocked by what they find.
See right there. There's something right there that's moving in that window.
What window?
Right where the shadow.
Oh.
Right here. This window right here.
Okay, I've got this debunked already.
Go ahead.
So, if you scroll back, you'll see that they're pre-rendering this and recording it at the same time. Okay, look at the 120 kilobytes per second. They're running this at under a megabit render. For one, for two, they're recording what they're rendering, and the shadow figure itself at the back end is moving at probably 12 frames a second.
Correct. And yes, Veg, it's really bad quality, exactly. And like you said, they're recording of a recording, basically. So duplicated. They're basically duplicating. Like, remember how I tell everybody about security cameras? A lot of them are 15 frames per second, and if you move 30 frames or faster, it comes off blurry.
Well, they're like, this is from their phone.
Yeah, exactly.
For one, so they're using some app to record what they're seeing on their phone.
Exactly. While
rendering it, probably using the render to upload it.
By what they find.
And you'll see that there's something in the where the window is already moving back there. So there's probably two people moving. There goes the person moving across.
I don't see what you see, but I mean, this one's fake as fuck anyway.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally.
The hallway right outside room 19, which is said to be the most haunted room in the hotel, someone or something seems to be walking. Jeremy and his wife Pam search the hotel together but find no one inside. Who or whatever this strange figure is, it seems to have mysteriously just disappeared. So is the historic Jefferson Hotel haunted? And did the owners and guests capture...
Man, if you go back just a tad while it's paused to that walkway or the hallway,
right?
Can you? There's very clear visible lights all the way down the hall, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now look where that dresser is with the mirror.
This one here?
Yep.
Okay.
Now look all the way down the hall from that dresser on both sides. Look at the walls.
Yeah, see, that one has a light there, a light there, a light there, and then it
but listen. It almost looked like they put some type of a blur effect right from there down.
Right.
Because everything else is clear right to that point, and then it just gets blurry.
Right. And you can tell that the reason why, like, I agree with you, because they zoomed in and then they zoom in again and then they zoom out. When they zoom in and zoom in, they're changing the focus of it to be to where the focus causes it to be blur. The blur is just shite camera. No, it's a shite camera and a blur effect, both, Vegetron. It's both.
There's 100% a blur effect. You can tell where it starts. You can see the crisp straight lines down the wall where they put the fucking effect over.
Exactly. Because see, we're seeing the lights from this light here. See here's all those light stuff right there. We're seeing the other side of this. We're seeing it from over here, seeing all this stuff here lit up, and then with it being blurred, it's causing a distortion.
Let me know what you think. You can watch more.
You notice how he looks directly to the camera when something happens, like, hey, look. I'm trying to make you look at that door.
Paranormal moments and captures in the hotel on Jeremy and Pam's official Facebook and YouTube channel, both of which are named The Historic Jefferson Hotel. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Whispers in the dark. So I just could not find a Thai language translator for this next video. So I put out a request on Instagram at the last minute, and Nuke's Top 5 viewers Umberto and Pammy Gutierrez actually stepped up and volunteered to translate this video. So a huge thank you to both of them. Follow them on Instagram. So paranormal investigator Dr. B from the Thai YouTube channel Ghost Ambassador travels to an abandoned country club in Thailand with his team. Locals believe that the tall building is extremely haunted by angry spirits. It is said that 2 men who were hanging out on the roof of the building were pushed off by something that they couldn't see. The men fell 5 stories to the ground. One man tragically lost his life, but the other man lived to tell the horrific tale. Dr. B interviews a local man who lives nearby. The man explains to the team that the 4th floor of the abandoned club is the most supernaturally active. Many visitors have seen the terrifying apparition of a girl stroking her hair. And those who are brave enough to walk through the building say that they get the strange feeling that someone or something is following close.
Damn it, Jeff, you beat me to it. I was going to at least let people see the video before we actually did it. So Jeff points out that no ghost can push you. So, ladies and gentlemen,
could be demonic though.
Right, it could be demonic. So it's not a ghost. It could be demonic. Like I said,
you have idiot ghost investigators that just don't clue in that things could be demonic. They think everything is ghost.
Exactly.
They think everything is haunted.
Exactly.
But things can be possessed. Any object can be possessed.
Exactly. So that comes down to what we talk about, the difference.
Look at the Amityville house. The entire house was possessed. Right. Look at Annabelle doll. The doll was possessed. Look at fucking little, what are those things called? Those little things you open the top and the thing starts fucking singing and dancing around in them. Those things are haunted all the fucking time.
What, music boxes?
Yeah, them.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. And here's the thing. What I was going to get at, it comes down to a difference between a ghost hunter and a paranormal investigator.
Behind them. While the team is interviewing the man in front of the creepy building, the camera's microphone starts to pick up odd, unexplained whispers.
แต่ถ้าว่าพี่เดินไปเนี่ยสังเกตทางชั้น4อ่ะถ้าเอาขวดพลาสติกขึ้นไปไว้นะถ้าลมมันแรงปุ๊บมันจะวิ่งออกหน้าปุ๊บแล้วมันจะตะกูถอยหลังมาหาพี่เหมือนมันเล่นกับพี่
An unknown voice seems to whisper the words,
"Did it say
"Why
help?"
do I?"
Oh,
which
okay.
in English translates to, "Please help."
มันจะวิ่งออกหน้าปุ๊บแล้วมันจะตะกูถอยหลังมาหาพี่เหมือนมันเล่นกับพี่
These chilling whispers occur several times throughout the video.
ไม่ได้สติเลยหน้าธนาคารเขาบอกว่าเขามี
See, here's my thing with
that guy in the background there just creeped me the fuck right out. Like, I didn't see it, and then he just popped up. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right. So here's my thing. The knowing what a real I wish I had Hell Monkey here, because Hell Monkey would he can attest to this too. The audio for EVPs does not come off like an actual EVP. It's either post recording and they added it in, or someone's off camera doing it off camera with a remote, with a wireless thing or whatever. The reason I say this is because it's too clear of a voice for it to be that clear. They should have heard it. Okay, with EVP, this is it can also pick up other signals. To some degrees, yes. Depending on what they're using, it can also pick up other signals and what quality their headphones and their phone is. But you get your EVP through white noise. You know that, right, Onyx?
No, I don't know much about EVP.
Okay,
Man.
so with EVP, you have to have some kind of white noise to mask out background sound. So that way you know that it's not some third party sound or someone whispering or something like that. Not saying that it actually comes through and you have to have it, but it's so that you can mask out background noise and that you know what you're getting is actual EVP and not some other noise from certain areas. It's the mask out sound.
Okay, yeah.
So
Makes sense.
We're getting something that's clear, so that basically, like, if you were talking and I came in with blah 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 blah, you know, it's too clear to be EVP. EVP is what they call it. Even though it's unexplained voice phenomena, it's too clear for it to be where it was. It's too close to the microphone or too legibly heard that if they can't hear it, you know, I heard magnetic tape works better for picking up voices. Yes, exactly. Magnetic tape would give you that closer sound, but they're filming with digital, so they're not supposed to get that up close voice like this. Versus digital would get something So that's the
I don't know.
difference.
I don't know much about EVP, but I do know enough about fucking phones that you never see the screen of that phone. You can literally be on the fucking phone with somebody while recording what this guy's saying, and then someone just randomly goes "die" in the fucking phone.
Exactly. So it's too sus. If there's a doubt, throw it out.
ยิ่งถ้าคนน้อยนะทิ้งจุดเดียวผมพูดได้เลยว่าแต่ละชั้นโอเคเขาพี่ป๋องมาที่เนี่ยพี่ป๋องแล้วก็ทีมงาน
See, it sounds like somebody speaking into the microphone.
Yeah, almost like but he could be recording him in on a phone call.
ผมเป็นกินพนันมาไม่รู้เท่าไหร่แล้วผมนี่ก็จองมา
But it gets even creepier when they talk about the female spirit who is said to haunt the 4th floor of the creepy abandoned building. This happens.
พี่เขาบอกพี่อยู่ว่ามายืนตรงเนี้ยแล้วพี่อยู่มองขึ้นไปชั้น4จะเห็นเลย
Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's see this fakeness.
Yeah.
อะไรนะเสียงอะไรไม่เข้าใจ
You heard the noise already, did you?
เนี่ยลูกเพจเราได้ยินแบบ
Oh wait, I saw a female. No, maybe not.
Did you see it? A strange white translucent figure seems to move, perhaps even walk, straight into a solid wall.
Okay, hold on, wait. Let's watch. Hang on. It's corporeal. We're gonna slow it down. We're gonna slow this down. Let's go back a little bit more. But it's corporeal. It's gonna be right up in here. See? They're gonna show it again in a minute.
Did you see
where
it?
those bushes are.
Did you see it?
Whatever it is, it's corporeal. Whatever it is, it's corporeal. It's not a ghost. It's a person walking.
Yeah.
A strange white translucent figure seems to move, perhaps even walk, straight into a solid wall.
And see, it's not
a solid wall. There's a gap.
There's a gap there. Exactly. There is a gap there, guys. Watch. Hang on. Let me see if I can get it again.
There's a fucking gap right there. Look. You can see it right there.
White translucent figure seems to move.
I'm gonna try
perhaps even walk straight into a.
Whoop! Right there, look. You can see right there. You can see
right there.
You see
right
the
here.
shadow on the back side of the wall right there.
Exactly. The shadow's right here showing the split. There's a gap right there. They're not going straight through a wall. There's a gap there. Because like you said, Onyx Demon, pointing it out, the shadow shows that there's a split because it's uneven. This is up higher than this is here. If it was a straight wall, you see how this goes straight right here? There's a break right there. Exactly, Grizz. There's a gap there. Let's go ahead and speed this up. So this one's fake, Thai fake, guys. This is a Thailand fake.
Solid wall.
Man, I like
The
Thai
figure
food
seems
too.
to have no particular shape, but viewers believe it to be the spirit
My sister's Thai.
of the girl who haunts the 4th floor.
See, you can even see it better when
Are
they
the
did the
stories
invert.
true?
Right?
Is the country club haunted by angry, restless spirits? Or just what is going on here? Tell me what you
Yeah, Vegetron. They're in Thailand. They're in Bangkok, Thailand.
think. Meanwhile, on TikTok.
Oh,
So here we go.
here we go. What's the saying, Onyx?
TikTok, fake cock.
Exactly. TikTok fake cock.
TikTok user Sabrina Lozito shares a home with her
Oh,
boyfriend
you know it's fake.
Christopher and their 2 children in Mayville, New Jersey. The couple
Oh,
claims
it's from
that
New
they
Jersey. You know it's
experienced
fake.
frequent, strange paranormal events in their home. And it's not
It's
so
like-
surprising as the house has a gruesome history that sounds like something right out of a horror movie. You see,
What's
years
this
ago the
grisly
house
history?
was relocated, and it was placed right on top of an old cemetery. where
Bullshit.
it still stands to this day. As if that wasn't disturbing enough, Sabrina also says that an elderly man passed away in the home just before they moved in. So, one night Sabrina and her boyfriend are watching a movie when their dog suddenly starts freaking out. But they have no idea why. Then, only moments later, they get a notification from their CCTV camera that there's movement in their backyard. They rush to check their footage, and what they find is chilling.
This is my video camera was recording and no one's out back. Take a look, no one's out back. Check this out. Watch in between the square. Mainly watch this spot right here. You can see a shadow up here. Boom.
And no
Okay,
one's
hang on.
there.
And then
A shadow appear. First of all, you can tell.
That's the shadow of someone standing right off screen, dude.
No, it's not even
There's a
that.
bright ass light right there on their back porch.
Well, no, because see, there's no shadow on the. It would extend to the on top. You would see it on the top of the porch too. Okay, because it cuts down below the porch. But Vegetron shadow TikTok. But here's the thing. The shadow looks like it's After Effects. The color of it is too dark for the like. If you look at shadows of other things in here, see like there's a shadow right there, and it's not as like this is darker than that is.
see this little orb right here.
Then you
Watch. Babe. Look at that. No one's out back.
That orb right there is someone shining a light.
Man, listen, already.
Got it.
There's a person right there on the other side shining a light.
It sits right there.
And you can see the whole shadow, like a
That's
person.
nuts.
That's nuts.
I'm hungry.
That's nuts.
Orb goes away. Comes back. Now watch. The person
See, you watch it moves.
Literally a fucking flashlight.
It's a person. You can see the arm right here moving. Watch this arm. Let me go back a little bit. Now watch this shit. Let me slow it down.
You can slow it down. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. I'm thirsty as hell.
No one's out back.
See how it comes down and moves into view? It curves around and it specifically goes between the cracks of the banister. It's not like it's a standard curve motion. Let me see if I can slide it down a little bit more, slow it down a little bit more for you guys. We're gonna go to 0.25. Now you're gonna watch. You're gonna see this little dot right up here is gonna this little dot. And this square turns into the light and it curves around and specifically moves into the crack of that banister.
Boom.
And no one's there.
And
There's no one there because they're being
Sorry.
blocked by whatever this is. The structure of the area here is being blocked by that. You can't see them. You can't see what's on the other side of that. That says they can move into my crack. Well, hey, yeah, if you want them in your crack, Veg, then you can have them in your crack.
then she's little orb right here.
Now watch it.
Watch. Babe.
See how it started in this little crack, it moves up, and then it's going to move from here, following the banister, and into a circle right into there. It does a curve. See, it goes away.
Yeah.
It's a flashlight.
No one's out
man.
back.
I don't know what that is. See how it moves? See how it's moving and it's trying to stay in that crack? It doesn't go above or below once it goes to that crack. It was above and it moved down to the crack. It doesn't go below. It just stays at that crack area. So you can see a hand holding it.
It does. It's right there.
See the whole shadow.
See the whole shadow. This is fake as fuck, bro.
Like a
That's
person.
nuts.
Because wherever that shadow is, it's
away.
not moving. It's standing
Or
still.
goes away, comes back. Now watch, the person's gonna disappear.
See how come
It's
the
like they
orb
just-
is? How
it's
come the
like they
orb just keeps moving in that
Gone.
one area?
A strange
split.
shadow appears out of
That
nowhere
video
and
was
an
cut.
odd source
It
of light
was,
can be
it
seen
was. It was
floating
cut.
in their backyard. Sabrina and Christopher say that they immediately went outside and checked their yard.
That was a mad
But
cut.
there was no
Yep.
one there. After posting the video to TikTok, there were some doubters that said it was probably just the shadow of a person standing there, maybe holding a flashlight.
Boom.
But the couple wasn't having it. They posted a follow-up video to actually attempt to debunk their own video using the methods suggested by viewers.
Sabrina's standing there. Alright, walk outside real quick.
See, there's a method that they're missing. They're gonna try to debunk it by having her stand out there.
She
and
has
shit.
no shadow.
That's because she's standing in a different
Shut the
place.
light off.
She's not standing in the right place.
And do it. Alright, walk over there.
Let me show you something. See where she's standing at? And the shadow is over here towards the chair. She's nowhere near in front of the chair. So she's not in front of the light that would cause the shadow to be there. So they're forcing it to make it look like they're trying to debunk it. No light, no shadow. Exactly. No light, no shadow. There is a person hiding below where she's at, behind this, because you see that she's standing where she's standing. This object, whatever this is closer to us than it is to her. Someone was hiding down the steps on the other side of that, whatever this here is, this white structure.
Looks like an old water cooler or something.
Possibly, or a plant holder or something. So someone's hiding over there with a flashlight. The light was beside this chair. She's nowhere near the area of this chair. So she's not where the light was. She's completely on the other side, on the right side of where the shadow was, not in the same place that the shadow was. So, sorry, I missed a couple vids. I was listening and making burritos. No problem. It's all good, Tabitha.
No shadow. Look at that.
So look where she's at, Tabitha. I'm going to rewind it real quick so you can see the video. There we go. So in this video, there's a shadow that appears there. And this orb right here, which is a person using it with a hand moving a flashlight. See how this shadow is
like
right to the very right of this banister?
Gone.
It's right at the
A
banister.
strange shadow appears out of nowhere and an odd source of light can be seen floating in their backyard.
That's a flashlight. So
Sabrina
it
and
has a
Christopher say
reflection.
that they immediately went outside
Look, I just noticed
in their
it
backyard.
has a reflection down there. at the
Sabrina
bottom.
and Christopher say that they
Watch, hang on. Let me pause that. There's a reflection. Watch this. I just caught a reflection. I'm listening and lurking, and it's TikTok on top of that. Yes, fake talk, exactly. Demon,
Yo,
watch the light. When it moves down a little bit, you're gonna see that it has a reflection on the ground in a second. It's gonna come back into view in just a second. I got it. I know it's gonna take a few minutes because it's slow, everyone, but watch.
Goes away. Come back.
See how when it comes into view, it has a reflection.
No.
dude, I already knew this was fake the second that they said what they said at the opening of the movie, of the video.
Exactly. So this was one.
They're like, they literally just told the story of the Poltergeist movies.
It's like they're just boom.
Boom, gone.
A strange
Boom, gone.
shadow appears out of nowhere, and an odd source of light can be seen floating in their backyard. Sabrina and Christopher say that they immediately went outside and checked their yard, but there was no one there.
Again, she stands on the
After posting
right
the
side
video
of
to
where
TikTok,
see
there were
where
some
the video
doubters
is
that
there.
said
It's
was
on the left
probably
side,
just the
to the
shadow of a
banister.
person standing
She's standing on
there,
the far right side.
maybe holding
You
a
can see that the
flashlight.
video's cut in
But
and then cut
the
out.
couple
Like,
wasn't having it.
Exactly.
They posted a follow-up video to actually attempt to debunk their own video using the methods suggested by viewers.
Sabrina's standing there. Alright, walk outside real quick. No, she has no shadow.
It's because she's not in the same place. See
Shut
how?
the
Oh,
light
ho. Look at that. Look. Watch this.
Using the methods suggested by viewers.
Sabrina's standing there.
Watch this, Onyx. Watch this.
Alright,
I'm gonna try to pause it.
walk outside real quick. No, she has no shadow.
Let me see if I gotta slow it down for this just to get it in the right place. Let me slow it down a little bit. Watch this, and when you see this, you'll see what I'm talking about. I just want to prove my theory on this.
Walk outside real quick.
See right here, you're gonna see it in a second here, a little bit better.
She has no shadow.
Right here, see that there's a light source right here, right above the left side of this thing, and she's nowhere near in view of the light. She's nowhere in front of that light. Whatever that shadow was, it was like you said, it was cut. It cut where somebody standing like right where this whatever this white thing is here. They were standing.
I don't think anyone was standing there. I think it was just like a cardboard cutout placed behind that white thing, right at the top of the stairs.
Right,
and you can very clearly tell that its feet, its legs. There's no cut in the legs.
Right.
It's a cardboard fucking cutout, and probably someone right next to it with a flashlight.
And then this light right here is what's casting the shadow, and she's on the opposite side, so she's not in front of the shadow to show the difference because of what it is right there. So yeah, exactly, it's 100% fake. She's nowhere in front of that light.
No, she's probably 6-7 feet away from that thing.
Exactly.
Alright, walk over there.
Walk over there. I'm from New Jersey.
No shadow. Look at that shit.
Now she moves there when the light's off.
So did their CCTV camera capture something paranormal on camera?
No.
Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
No, I wouldn't even say it's an elaborate hoax. It's just
TikTok
a cheap
user
hoax.
Gabrielle and her friend Ashley go on a road trip to explore an abandoned asylum, the Northern State Mental Hospital in
And she's an it
Cedar
girl at that.
Woolley, Washington. The building opened in 1912 and was the forced home for many mentally ill patients until it shut its doors 61 years later in 1973. Gabrielle and Ashley are exploring the property when something happens that absolutely shocks them both.
Okay, so first of all, it's TikTok. Second of all, we know there was a group of girls, so one of the group of girls could be out off in the distance screaming, "Someone help me."
Third of all, it's not even at the fucking mansions.
Yeah.
It's in the fucking woods.
Exactly.
Ashley.
Fearing someone might be in danger, Gabrielle says she immediately called 911 after
No,
hearing
she
this
didn't.
bizarre screaming. But after posting her video to TikTok, one viewer reached out to Gabrielle to calm her down. The viewer explained that there is actually another mental facility nearby
I agree, Tabitha,
that is still open to this
My mom
day.
works on the what?
And maybe that was the source of the bizarre screams they heard. When
Can you
looking at a
rewind? Can I
map,
read that?
Which part?
That.
Okay, let me get back to it.
reached out to Gabrielle to calm her down. The viewer...
Hey,
I just wanted to clarify.
Good.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I just wanted to clarify where the woman was screaming. My mom works on the campus with psych patients. That place is located behind those trees where the screaming came from in the video. That patient is in particular happened to be outside in the caged area, and she was having delusions. She happened to be getting... What?
She happened to be getting raped.
what the fuck?
Right?
just wanted to clear this up. That's what? She happened to be getting. Why would you throw that in there?
Right?
Like this is just like calm ass little.
It's like I just wanted to clarify that the woman screaming was this, that, and the other. It's like, okay, so this
She
is
was
no
having
better.
delusions. She happened to be getting raped.
What they should have said is,
she was getting delusions of being raped.
yeah,
Okay,
she was
I'm
getting
sorry.
delusions of- she was having delusions. She that she happened to be getting raped.
I thought, well, I misread. Holy shit.
That's because of punctuation. They didn't put a comma to make it like she was having delusions that she happened to be getting raped.
Yeah.
The delusions was she was getting raped.
Yeah.
Explain that there is actually another mental facility nearby that is still
We understand that this person has really good English.
open to this day, and maybe that was the source of the bizarre screams they heard. When looking at a map, there is indeed a psychiatric treatment center in the area. However, it's not as close as you might think, judging from the volume of those screams.
Where's the gated area, though?
Okay, so they're saying that.
Can you go back to the map? I want to try to pick where they're at. So they would be right here, just on the left side of N Sound Drive.
Hang on,
to be able to hear anything possibly.
I'll show you.
And maybe that was the source of the bizarre screams they heard. When looking at a map,
there's a little. There's a little.
So they're right here, off this very far right side here, where you can't see it, Northern State Road.
Yeah, so they're just because you can see this structure right here, just north of Northern State Road here.
Right.
You see the structure. You can see that in the background where they're yelling.
Right. And see, the thing is they're not over here where the hospital is. They were somewhere around right here where this open field is and these bunch of trees. Because you see the trees in the background. That she was probably right here.
Now,
in this area
where's this caged area? I don't see a caged area at all here. Not even in. You would not hear it that clearly. There's no fucking way in hell unless somebody was very near those woods or in those woods.
Unless it's this area here. Where see this this area here where this little square area is. It might be that.
Yeah, but you got to take into account the distance between these two areas. You know what I mean?
And that's what
you're probably thousands of feet above the. There's no way.
See, what I'm talking about is they're right here. See where this big thick area of bush and trees is? They were standing right here. Okay, filming in this area here. If the person was in this house here, that distance, they should be able to hear that sound because sound does travel if it's loud enough.
North Cascade Gateway Center.
You see where it says North Sound Drive?
1960s.
See the North Sound Drive?
Yeah.
So if they're at this building right here that looks like a plus sign, and they're in this area here, where you got this one little shack at here, then if they're in this area with this woods here, that's enough distance for them to hear that yelling.
Okay, but where are they at?
See, that's what I'm showing you. Why?
Center in the area. However, it's not as close as you might think, judging from the volume.
See, he's trying to show that they're at this area here, but they don't understand that this building here, and that building that I showed you with the plus sign are all part of the same facility.
Yes, I understand that.
Screams.
See, here we go. So here's the plus sign. There's what the place that they claim to be at. But in the video, you see a full set of trees, which is right here. That's where they're standing.
That's where they're at. Yes, because there's the structure you see in the video right just below your mouse. There's a structure.
Right.
So they're right there.
Right. And so if the voice is coming from this plus sign area here, then they're close enough that someone's screaming from this area, this little area, whatever this is here, which could be the caged area.
Yeah, I mean, if the wind was going the right direction and it carried
it's possible.
But my issue with that is do you see in between this cross-looking building and the main building here?
Right.
You can see the parking lot.
Right.
They wouldn't have. There's three. Wait. Hold on. Because there's three cross-looking buildings. I just noticed two more.
Right. I'm looking at the one. Okay. I'm looking at the one that's at that.
Maybe. Yep. I assume that might be a totally different business there or something.
Well, no. All three of them are the same building. Or they're all connected.
Okay.
So these buildings might be different, but this building here, this building here, and this building here are all connected. Reason why I say this because this area right here is probably like you got parking and stuff here, parking and stuff here. So this would be the parking area, and it all loops together. And that's the reason why, because it loops together, you know, I'm figuring they're all connected.
But where is this caged area?
That I don't know. Here's the other thing. I'm also thinking that maybe it wasn't from this, that someone may have thought that and assumed that, but I think one of the girls was walking through the woods here yelling it.
Could be, yeah.
Ashley.
From where Gabrielle and Ashley were standing, it's actually about half a mile to the new treatment center.
See, hold on, look. Watch this. Shit, I went too far.
Of the bizarre screen.
See where they're at? That's the forest I was telling you about right there.
Yeah.
They heard.
He's claiming
when looking at
that they're over here. Okay?
Yeah.
Map, there is indeed a psychiatric treatment center in the area. However, it's not as close as you might think, judging from the
There's
volume
the caged
of
area
those
there, look.
screens.
Yeah.
On the left side of the building.
Ashley.
From where Gabrielle and Ashley were standing, it's actually about half a mile to the new treatment center. And in between that space, there are several groups of trees, a patch of woods, a flowing creek, and also several blocks of commercial buildings.
Commercial
So the
building,
question
okay,
is, could one disturbed woman's voice travel that far through all of those obstacles and still be heard that clearly half a mile away?
No.
Did Gabrielle simply hear the screams of a disturbed patient? Or could it be something else? Let me know what you think.
It's
Now, this
fake,
next
for
video
sure.
was reposted
But again,
on
they
a
would
random
not have
Facebook
heard
account that just
anyone's
didn't
voice for
give
that, by the
any
way.
credit to the original video
Not that
poster.
clearly.
I looked for hours, but I wasn't able to find the original source. However, the video is very creepy, so I think it deserves a spot in the top 5. In the video, recorded by a security camera, you see a little girl sitting in her bed, seeming a bit distressed. What happens next is truly bizarre.
Okay.
The girl is obviously scared as you see her looking at something in her bedroom. A chair then suddenly begins to rock back and forth on its own. Luckily, the child's father sees the activity and rushes in to rescue his terrified daughter. Now, obviously, I have no idea what happens next. So if you happen to know...
So what do you think on this one?
This is real.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking, because you clearly see her looking at, and there's no room for anyone to be hiding here. And if you look at her line of sight, it's to this rocking chair. Okay? And
Her line of sight's to the corner first.
Right, and then she moves to the rocking chair. So she sees two different things going on. This is rocking chairs are easy to fake with, though. Right, they're easy to fake, yes, but like what helps...
The child's acting is not.
Right, because if you watch it just right, she watches, she sees the one scene. See, she's looking at the corner, and now she switches to looking at the rocking chair. And Tabitha is right. It could be someone. It could be someone under there. They could be doing. They could have planted something for her, and she
Girl is
not.
obviously scared as you see her looking at something in her bedroom. A chair then suddenly begins to rock.
Yeah, I mean...
Would you traumatize your child?
Yeah, exactly. Would you traumatize your child to fake this?
Here's the thing. Some people in our society
I know,
would do it.
yeah, I know.
So it's 50-50. I can't debunk it.
We'll have to throw it out.
Yeah, exactly. There's a doubt. Throw it out. I wanted this to be real so bad, but Tabitha is right.
Forth on its own. Luckily, the child's father sees the activity and rushes in to rescue his terrified daughter. Now, obviously, I have no idea what happens next. So if you happen to know the original source for this video, please let me know down in the comments. Dead End. Fans of the popular YouTube ghost hunter Franco TV have requested me.
Okay, now we have featured. Have you seen parents making TikTok videos? They don't care if they, exactly, Tabitha. You're right. You're right, Tabitha. I'm giving you props. I'm giving you props. Now we know Franco TV. He's the one that remember he did that one house that he traveled to that one house to put flowers or a teddy bear on the doorstep of the one house. Remember? And it just so happens that he somehow got video. He's a ghost hunter that goes to some house and then gets video. Remember that one?
I don't remember it offhand, but I'm sure I'll recall it when I see what he looks like.
Franco is known for Faco TV.
Okay.
Many times that he make a return visit to investigate the Weeping Angel Cemetery in Florida. It's no surprise that this particular graveyard is so popular amongst Franco TV viewers. He's been there many times and caught some extremely scary paranormal activity. One of the most memorable of these encounters was the sighting of an old lady just roaming the graveyard.
Do you need help?
That's a motherfucking demon.
It's corporeal, whatever it is, but it could be a
yeah, you better leave. That could be a demon. I'm not even lying.
Was a ghost or anything supernatural. But many of his viewers seem convinced that the odd visitor was in fact some sort of paranormal apparition. This time, Franco TV is back again to explore the ominous, empty Weeping Angel Cemetery late at night. First, he makes his way to the same area where he originally spotted the elderly woman. Things immediately start to get very strange.
Got some stuff on the floor here.
Hey, is that the old lady's slippers?
I don't know what it is.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's freaking. That thing just.
That's wind. That's wind.
There's no wind. I wish I had a flag to show you.
But that's that lady's slippers, right?
Wind. Look at the leaves.
But it could be on a string.
Okay, why are we not addressing the slippers?
I know, right? No.
That's literally the demon's slippers.
And there's no string.
There we go. Yeah, I'm not touching that. I don't know what that's about.
Frank finds an abandoned pair of leopard-patterned slippers at the exact same spot where the elderly woman had been seated in the previous video. Even creepier, a plastic pot suddenly begins to move on its own. Frank points out that there's no wind or
Here's
dry.
my thing. Those slippers are modern slippers. They're not.
Yeah, but here's my thing, okay? When that slipper moves, if you didn't catch the first time, that slipper moves slightly.
But he could have moved it with.
But his foot is just perfectly off camera where you can just give it a little kick.
The occurrence is especially bizarre considering the location. But Franco TV continues on and takes a turn down a small hidden dirt road behind the cemetery. This is when things take a terrifying turn.
I just got movement. Here.
I want to see the granny come after him. You know what I mean?
Ouch. I literally have bugs eating me alive right now.
That's a person.
Yeah, it's a person now because we're seeing a video of a video.
Yeah. Oh, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding with the demon thing.
Well, no, but still, he does have a point. If it was a demon and it was corporeal, how come it wasn't more of an intelligent entity? And that is a point. But yeah, he was Onyx Demon was joking about that. And see, my thing is this: we're watching a camera of a camera.
No, you keep watching this coming after you. You better run the fuck away.
See, no, you're missing the point.
Yeah, I know.
He says he sees movement, but we're seeing nothing where he's filming. There's nothing there, but yet he shows the video of something there, which could have been pre-recorded video, and he's looping it through, and we're watching a playback of that video, and there's nothing.
Yeah, I never thought of that. I assumed someone would just jump in the woods super quick.
Right. See, there's nobody there, but on his camera they are.
Yeah.
See, so right there could be a recording of we're watching a recording playback instead of an actual live feed.
Yeah.
You see, now that it's actually moving with him.
Just had somebody.
Right. See, he's moving, and that image is moving with him. Earlier, that image wasn't moving, which dictates that it was on a tripod. So it was recording him on a tripod, which means he was over there standing in there, and then we watched the playback of it being on a tripod.
Or it's like a dark shadow.
And the earlier it wasn't.
Frank says he hears movement coming from somewhere down the creepy path. When he points his thermal imaging camera
See how it's barely moving?
towards the sound, he sees a dark figure standing in the middle of the road. A figure that doesn't seem to emanate any body heat on the thermal image. Even creepier, the figure seems to be getting closer and closer. But when Frank turns on his flashlight, there's no one there. When he goes back to his thermal camera, the figure has now disappeared. He calls out to it into the distance, but no one answers. No longer feeling safe walking along the spooky dirt road, Franco TV decides to get into his car and instead drives down the creepy pathway from the safety of his vehicle. It did not
you're real safe, buddy.
go well.
There's no such thing as safety from the car.
No. Stuff. No, screw that. Holy there's somebody in there. That's not even. That's not a ghost. There's somebody legit inside the graveyard. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not claiming anything. All I'm saying is that somebody's there. And that scared the hell out of me.
Franco hears a sudden loud rustling coming towards him from the dark woods. He hits the gas and just gets out of there.
I could have swore I
Franco was
saw
undecided
something.
on whether he experienced something paranormal or just happened to capture someone wandering outside the cemetery late at night for some reason. But what makes this footage even more chilling is that back in 2019 on this very same dirt road, police found a body. Someone who had lost their life in a violent altercation. So could this mysterious dark figure be the restless spirit? Or just what or who could this unexplained figure be? As always, I leave it up to you to decide. You can watch this full video and many more creepy investigations over on the YouTube channel, Franco TV. Thanks so much for watching. Please follow me on Instagram here.
Pause this real quick, and we're gonna switch to the chatty camera so I can prepare the next videos. So we're not done yet, guys. We are not done yet. We got a few more to go. Something I want to do while we're talking right here and I get the next set of videos ready to go. For next Monday, what are some topics? Go ahead and post in the chat topics that you would like for us to discuss about on the stream for the 1 hour of discussion. What paranormal topics would you like discussed about? So go ahead and post those in the chat. Let me know what some things you want to learn about, and we'll talk about those. But I got, to know what to talk about, got to know from you guys what you want to talk about. So go ahead and post those into the chat. We're going to get back over to the next set of videos.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Hiding in the closet. This next video was sent in by a viewer, and it's one of those rare paranormal stories that's been around on YouTube for a decade, but not many people have ever seen it. In fact, in over 10 years, this channel has only gotten 66 subscribers and very few views. So, let's get into it. Back in February 2011, YouTube user Steph posted a series of videos to document the creepy paranormal activity that she says she often experiences in her house's basement. But even as she tries to simply introduce her channel, things get a bit weird.
Hi everyone,
We saw this one already.
Yeah, we saw this one already. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Hang on. Chaotic.
That's what I want to hear about.
Good. I'm writing Tabitha this thing now. Chaotic, good, neutral, and evil. Got that?
Yeah, hers is better. Hers is better.
Her what is better? This video.
Her topic for next week.
Yeah, so that's a definite. Moundsville Penitentiary. Okay, let me write that down.
I don't know much about that place, but I hear it's probably one of the top 100 places on earth.
That might be something that me and you need to do, like we did for Waverly Sanitarium, do a full investigation on.
Yeah, we could talk about that for sure.
I live in New York, and
So I think we started.
I just
on
wanted to do a little bit of an introduction to my channel, Steph's Basement 89.
YouTuber and paranormal skeptic El Cubo Oficial was contacted by a homeowner who invited him to investigate strange paranormal activity in a house in Mexico. Years ago, the property the house sits on was a guava orchard. When land developers dug up the orchard, they were shocked to find the unexplained remains of 2 bodies buried in the orchard fields. One of the bodies was that of a young girl. A house was later built on this land, and the family living there has experienced nothing but terrifying supernatural activity. They say things move on their own, they hear the unexplained whispers of a child, and they've even seen the ghostly apparition of a young girl walking the hallways.
It's always young fuck girl.
Eventually, the family just decided to leave the house. But the homeowner, Pipa, now claims that the house is so haunted that no one will buy it. El Cubo Oficial agrees to investigate the allegedly haunted home. He is accompanied by paranormal investigator Paco Santin, psychic medium Hourly, and the home's owner, Pipa.
Okay, real quick. Tabitha, let me write that down. I've done it in the past. Hellfire, Onyx Demon already knows that I've done it before. But yes, I will do again on the how-to tutorials. For ghost, for paranormal investigation.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, guys.
You're fine.
I should have muted my mic. Indigestion, man. Ugh.
But yeah, I've done it once before, Tabitha, and I don't mind going over that again. I will definitely do that again. Remember when I was just, teaching the different tools?
Yeah.
The investigation is streamed live to YouTube as the group enters the house and begins their investigation.
Niña. ¿Dónde?
Sí, aquí por el patio de atrás, para el cuarto este.
¿Acá?
Sí.
No, con esta.
Nobody wants to buy your house because it's a fucking shithole. Look at the walls.
Ay, no mames.
Ay, no mami.
Somebody stayed in there.
Aquí.
Yeah.
Aquí.
Go in the room, dummy.
¿Viste, cabrón? No te pases de verga, güey. Alguien ahí, niña, aquí te lo juro.
There should be somebody in one of the boxes
Hola.
behind one of the
Yeah.
boxes.
Oh.
La puerta se cerró. No estamos aquí.
Oh. Escucha, está caminando.
Hola, ¿estás aquí?
¡Ah, mames!
Yeah, that's some bad acting right there.
Culo, güey. Hablaron, ¿verdad? ¿Pero no es un vecino, Pipa?
No.
Oh.
Aquí está una niña, aquí está una presencia de una niña. Y está muy fuerte, muy fuerte.
Hola.
Did they say they had a medium with them?
Yeah, Pipa, debe ser un vecino que trae.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sí, a huevo. No, güey, no voy a decir que sea un vecino, güey.
No.
Chécate la puerta. Están hablando, güey. Eso no es normal, güey.
Pipa claims that he sees something lurking at the back door, and then they all hear the voice of a child from somewhere within the house. Now, YouTuber El Cubo Oficial is a complete skeptic when it comes to the paranormal. so he believes that the others might simply be playing a prank on him. After looking around and checking the back door, he asks all of them to empty their pockets and leave their phones on a mattress sitting on top of a table. This is to eliminate any chance that one of them might be simply playing a recording. At the exact moment that El Cubo Oficial is explaining to his live YouTube audience that he has a hard time believing in the paranormal, he captures something absolutely terrifying.
Pero se me hace difícil aceptar que hay una niña aquí, o sea, no es como... si quieren que sea honesto, yo escucho una persona viva. O sea, si quieren que sea honesto. Tlacuache, gracias por tu apoyo. Nos quedamos en silencio. En silencio.
Did you see it? Without knowing it, El Cubo captures the pale face of a young girl in the door's window right behind him.
Oh,
It's not until many minutes later that they read the live chat and discover.
Watch.
Yeah.
En silencio.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I see it. Dummies.
I'm gonna get it, slow it down, and catch it. Hang on. So the viewers can see it.
Nos quedamos en silencio.
Because you notice that he turns to that window.
Yep.
So he's
looking at the window through his fucking camera. Look.
Exactly. So he's telegraphing, and that's a corporeal girl right there. That she's 100% corporeal. It's not, because here's the thing: if she was ethereal, the light would not reflect off her fucking forehead.
That's a big forehead,
right? And the light is shining like it's reflecting the fuck off her forehead. So she's too corporeal. If she was ethereal, the light should translucently go through her, not come back off of her. See, that's the difference with ethereal. Ethereal, you can see them, but they're not completely transparent. They're opaque. Okay, so light would still travel through them and not bounce 100% back and be that bright. And you can tell, especially with the shadow, where the shadow creates around the eye, and there's color that's 100% tangible. It's 100% corporeal.
Trying to get Lilu over here, little shit.
Get what?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my cat to come here.
Oh. So that's a quick debunk right there.
Yeah.
So guys, right now, straight out, anything we see from this guy right here is 100% fake.
Without knowing it, El Cubo captures the pale face of a young girl in the door's window.
He looks like a Mexican Danny
behind him. It's not until many minutes later that they read the live chat and discover what they just captured on camera. When they go through the door and look inside the room, there's no one there. So did they possibly capture the ghost of the young girl whose remains were found on the property? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
It's just an elaborate hoax.
You can watch the full video with even more scary activity over on the YouTube channel El Cubo Oficial.
El Cubo Oficial.
Monster on the Wall. Caitlin Nichols is the proud mother of 2-year-old triplet girls and shares her journey from infertility to motherhood on TikTok and other social media. Her TikTok is dedicated to sharing stories and videos of her 3 girls, and she has never posted anything related to the paranormal.
Hellfire
that is, completely until one evening when the baby monitor in her children's bedroom captures something very creepy after the girls wake up from their nap.
Look at that room.
Yeah, they tore that up.
It's talking to something.
The triplets are all watching and pointing at the exact same wall, and they seem to be talking to something that isn't there. Caitlin says that she has no idea what the girls saw and is unable to explain their odd behavior. But then, on another night at 3:40 a.m., her daughter Millie wakes up crying, scared of something on the exact same wall.
See, I don't know what to make of this. See, my thing is this: are they seeing light shapes and think that it's a monster? Are they seeing a real monster? We have no other evidence. They're not.
I don't know. I mean, it is proven that children, because their imaginations are so much more heightened than adults, that they can tend to see paranormal stuff better.
Right,
but that also opens up the possibility that it's their imagination too.
Right,
this one's hard to decipher because there's nothing to go on.
Exactly.
It is creepy as shit, though.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably investigate this a little more and then come back to it, because I want to have a little bit more, because right now they're not giving us anything, they're not showing us nothing. We have nothing, and just seeing the kids react is not paranormal activity caught on film.
Yeah, see, like, the way you'd have to research this is you'd have to find other videos of them interacting in their bedroom solo.
Exactly.
And see how badly it differs compared to when they're, like, pointing at the wall and saying, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
100%. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. So there's gonna have to be a little bit more research into this.
Because that's the only way you're gonna debunk this.
Exactly. So I'm gonna see if I can find some more videos. Since I've got her name, I've got it paused right here. When I'm off screen, I'm gonna write down the name of the person.
Ness, did you do anything on children's psychology? No. Okay.
Oh, that would have been cool if Ness did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I could have an expert witness. So anyway, it is that time now. We're actually 9 minutes past the time. Children's psychology is creepy. Children are creepy. Okay, that in itself is enough. Anyway, so I got don't go anywhere. It is that time. We're going to go ahead and do a raid. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Onyx Demon, for participating in the discussions. As always, you are an awesome friend, and I love your knowledge. So we're gonna go.
Yeah, no worries. Sorry I wasn't here sooner. I was cooking, and then I don't know. I guess my belly was going ham. I had to go to the bathroom.
Life happens. There's gonna be future Mondays, so we're good. We are good. But anyway, guys, thank you all for being here. I love each and every one of you. As I tell you every episode, you're the reasons why I'm able to live my dream of doing movies and TVs. So thank you for allowing me to have the closest to my dream come true. Make sure you're here Friday for Fallout Fridays as always, and then I get to start my week again on retro rants. I got a lot of stuff coming up for you. I got a lot of things in the works. But anyway, thank you again. We're gonna go raid. Thank you for being here. Make sure you hashtag raid, hashtag retroactive. If you're Stream Demon, horns up for the Stream Demons, hashtag Stream Demons. Let's go ahead and drop some
I did forensic psychology, and that had a children's section.
We might have to, we might have to touch with her on that too. So that would work. That would definitely work.